Don't let people
Okay.
log into your account.
Yeah, I know. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Mona. Hi, Mina. Hi, Brittany.
What she said. Hi, Brittany, Mina, Mona. Good morning.
And
Hello,
whoever else
all.
is here, because there's 6 people here. So, and I don't think that counts us. I don't know. It might. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, we're going to work on our iCads first. That's if my headset doesn't fall out of my ear. It's doing funny things. So we got more rain last night than we got with the storm over the weekend. We had a pond and a lake and a river all this morning.
Oh, goodness.
Jeez.
And of course, we're praying for rain like always.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's
So are we.
well, and it's raining here so much of the time that Jeff can't mow the lawn. I mean, there's still standing water outside. I mean, now the pond and the lake are gone, and so's the river, but we've got puddles and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, we're going to start with our iCads. Barbara.
Hi, Mona. Hi, Mina. Hi, Brittany.
I'm sure,
Start
Brittany.
with iCads. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to start with iCads. That's the plan, Lisa, to start with iCads.
Okay.
Lisa has a
Start by
headache.
getting my-
I have an elephant who
Oh.
sat on my head yesterday, so I have a headache. I did not get my phone call to the VA dealt with yesterday, so I had to do that first thing this morning. So I did that first thing this morning, and the nice lady was so nice to me. It's always nice when they're pleasant. So
Yes.
It's funny. It's impossible to find information that I need, but when I find the right person to ask questions of, they have been just so sweet and very helpful. So
Getting to the right person's the hard part.
Yeah, well, especially she asked me why today, and I said because the website, every website I was looking for, is so hard to navigate. I said I can't imagine someone who didn't almost grow up with computers being able to do any work on that. I'm like,
Really?
I know my mother could not figure this out. I know my father would never have been able to figure it out.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
There's Miss Ann. There she is. There she is.
Yay.
Trying.
Yeah.
Hi.
You're trying.
I was
Hi,
trying.
Ann.
Hello, Ann.
I don't know how to get your attention, but you got it.
Well, I'm sorry. I was looking down, I guess.
That's fine. But we're all good.
Bad girl. Because we were watching for you. And
Well,
then I
it's funny,
didn't.
Tanya Woodward is here.
Once
Hi,
you get
Tanya
into
Woodward.
the thing, it doesn't let you, you're just in the back stage, but there's no, you can't really, I kept on typing hi. I didn't know what else to do.
Yep.
Okay.
But you're here now, and that's what matters.
Yes, that's okay. And we're doing our iCads. Yes.
We're doing our iCads first. Yep.
Okay. And I have my little iCad box of goodies. So, and I will do that real quick. So
Okay.
how are you all?
Well, we were just discussing that Lisa has one nasty headache. I have an elephant that sat on my head yesterday. Barbara's doing good.
I'm doing great. I'll do good for all of us.
I'm doing great, but I've got family problems, so I guess it's all. I've been on the phone with, people and hearing things that I never knew before and didn't really now I know. And now it's sometimes you don't really want to know, but now you know. And oh my God,
Yeah.
And I rather, but everyone was not saying because they didn't want me to know. And now all of a sudden it's an avalanche of information that you really was happy not knowing, but now you know. So anyway,
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Can't not know that.
right.
Hi, Linda.
Hi,
Now,
Linda.
where do I see comments up here if I go click on this? Okay.
Yes, I was going to say,
Oh,
glad you're
okay.
here.
I see Brittany and Patricia and Nina. Nina.
yeah.
Okay.
Tanya's unpacking boxes.
Ooh.
She's in Texas now.
Yes.
Welcome to Texas, Tanya.
Tanya's in Texas. Wow.
Oh, Tanya Woodward. I'm thinking, wait a minute. Tanya's not in Texas. She's in. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in
Tanya
Pensacola.
Woodward is in
Hi,
Texas.
Tina. Hello, all. Just got on the phone to say hello, but I'm watching on TV. Okay. And hi, Janet.
Janet,
Hi,
you
Tina.
last
Hi,
name
Janet.
too?
Linda's here.
Cool.
Everybody's popping in. Yay. We're starting with our iCads.
This is one I started the other day. This is
Sort of.
I got a new set of watercolors. I bought a cheap set of Arteza watercolors, and they are really, really good.
Hi, Linda, Janet.
Are they the liquidy kind?
No, they're not. They're just a palette kind, and the colors are. This is it, and they are. I don't know if I can open them.
I noticed those were on a Prime deal
Well,
this
of course I
morning.
missed
don't know.
that. Anyway, if I can open them, they're great if you can open the case. There, but they are literally that vibrant when you put them down.
Wow.
They don't look chalky either. I like that.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah.
not chalky at all. I was surprised. The price point was ridiculous. It was
Yeah.
like $14, and it also came with a. It came with this also a water pen
brush.
and one of these things which are useless, but it came with the water brush. And
Do you
Wow.
know how much they were on Amazon Prime today, Tanya?
no,
I
tell-
think they were around $9.99, but I'm
Okay,
not
well-
going to tell you it was the same set.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I do.
You know, I bought the watercolors in the tube, and
Yeah.
I mean, not really thrilled. I mean, I'm not that much of a watercolorist to get out the tubes, but this is so easy. I can just grab this and do it a little bit of little dab will do you, in terms of
Mhm.
watercolor.
Yep.
And I'm,
Um,
but the colors are very vibrant. So I'm very happy with them. But I think I paid $14 for them. So
Hi,
that
Cindy.
sounds about right.
And Janet. I think I said hi to Janet. Thank you, Janet. Yes,
Hi,
thumbs up.
Cindy.
Thumbs ups are appreciated.
Yes.
But I missed the
your
thing I
house,
want.
Tanya, we're at your house.
Yeah, we're at my house. We're all at my house. I cleaned up, if you didn't notice, so that I could get my Gelli Plate out later.
Yay.
All right.
I
Well, I
only
spent
cleaned
all
up.
day cleaning up yesterday.
Yeah, well, I didn't clean up that much, Barbara. I only cleaned up a small amount.
This
So
much.
It wasn't an all-day cleaning. It wasn't an all-day
No, I
cleaning.
cleaned up more.
It was
No, we went out to get mom stuff, and
oh yeah,
the Jeep is in to shop,
yes.
and I don't know. We left here at 6:30 and got home at noon, and I had such a headache that I couldn't think. So very little got done, but then, of course, I didn't pick tomatoes. So this morning when I picked tomatoes, they're all split open. So that meant I had to deal with them right away. There's no waiting when they're split open. You got to take care of them.
You can the tomatoes?
Pardon?
Do you can them? Because that's what I would can my tomatoes.
Right now I don't have enough to can.
Okay, yeah.
What I'm doing is turning them into sauce, and what I cooked up last week or 3 or 4 days ago, I just put in the freezer. What I'm cooking down now, even added to it, probably wouldn't be enough to bother getting out and
Okay.
canning. So I'll probably stick it in the freezer. Now, if I get another batch, like a fourth batch,
Yeah.
I will can them up, can the sauce up. You know, it's just
Yeah.
a matter of having enough to make it worth.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to get out the mason, get the jars out and sterilize them. And
Right. Thank you, Holly.
tomatoes were the only thing that I felt
Holly. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Holly.
that couldn't kill anybody canning tomatoes because the acid, But botulism,
Yeah, I used
afraid of
to
doing
can
green beans.
a lot, and green beans are one of my favorite things canned because I
Yes.
prefer them that way. But
It
I
is.
don't have enough green beans in this garden to do that. But it's all it's all good. Like I said, if I get enough sauce, I put a couple of containers away, and if I get enough, I'll get out the jars and can them.
That makes sense.
But and I'm lazy. The crock pot is your friend when you have tomatoes that need to be canned or
I
cooked
thought
down.
about that. Yes, they can cook. I never even thought about that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
didn't think I owned a
crock pot them.
in the canning days. That is brilliant.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I don't have to watch them.
No.
Well, I'm at it.
I had a friend that was a big gardener, and he canned. He made tomato juice, and he canned tomato juice, and of course made sauce, and then also whole tomatoes, and he grew the plum tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And they were Italian, and so he had juice to make
That's cool.
Bloody Marys with, and sauce, as the Italians call it, gravy. And he was quite experienced at making all that good stuff.
Hi, Debbie. Welcome. I think I said hi, Holly. Hi, Cheryl. Guys,
Hi,
if
Debbie.
I missed anybody saying hi, I'm so glad.
She's so glad she missed you.
No. Oh, I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm doing real well today, aren't I, guys? Okay. No, that was not what I meant, but
Sorry.
no, Lisa
It's laugh or cry today, Tanya. So
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi is flaky, so I'm here. Oh yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Anyways, if I missed you, I'm sorry. But we're really glad everybody's here. We're doing our iCads. Maybe I should make Lisa big so we can see what she's doing right now.
oh well.
I wonder
I
what
don't
would
know for
happen
sure
if
what
I
I'm
did
doing.
it this way. Okay, so now can I make just Lisa big? No,
I don't think so. I think that's still you're the only one that can be big in that format.
in
still.
that format. So I'm not.
Yeah.
Lisa's big on my screen. She's holding.
Yeah,
up
she is. I was trying to make her big and all three of us little. Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a nice
So I'm just trying to figure out something. I thought it's kind of it's a navy blue. It's not the kind of blue that we normally see, register with the flag.
Mhm.
And I had this dark jelly print, so I thought I'd cut some leaves and decorate the red jelly print with the leaves and put the.
Oh,
But I don't
that
know if it's going to work out or not. It's just kind of what I'm thinking.
Hi, Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. Glad you're here.
And Barbara's making jelly prints already.
Oh wow.
I'm making
Now-
jelly prints because I'm making my cards.
She's doing
my
her
jelly print.
iCads.
Okay.
So I'm using these journaling cards that I got. Oh, you're showing me now. Okay. I'm using these journaling cards that I got several years ago.
Oh,
And I had about 50 of them left from journalmagic.com. So they have a journal prompt on the back. And then I'm just papering over it says this on the other side, and this is the side I'm putting paint on.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. It's a good way of using that
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not inspired at all.
I haven't been journaling lately.
You
You're not
know, the best I can do is a postcard. That's about the best
Yeah.
journaling
No,
I
you've
can
been
do
doing
right
the
now.
most amazing doodles,
That's-
though. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Okay, why did it do that? This is what I want. There we go.
Remember
Cheryl's gonna work on it.
yesterday we saw all sorts of things. I saw the tunnel in a funny house, and people saw bunny ears, and then it changed to. It was funny how it transitioned from all our different interpretations.
Yeah, and Linda saw the Price is Right doors, and yeah.
It was fun. It was great.
It was a good card.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Last year I followed the prompts to the T, and this year I'm not following anything. I'm just following me.
Yeah, I've never
There you
followed the
go.
prompts. The
prompts
first year
are
I did
random.
it, I went and looked at them, and I thought the first few were like, I don't know, they didn't inspire me, and so I thought, I'll just come back and look when I really need inspiration. If I can't come up with something on my own, and I never did go back and look, and so I know they're there if I need them, but I haven't even looked at them this year.
Well, I found them very random last year, and I found them a challenge to do. And but I did them because I'm like to follow the rules.
Hey, Becky, glad you're here.
Hey, Becky.
Kind of made a challenge with.
Okay, Becky's got out the door. Made a challenge with. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
That's all right. No, with Laura, the deal was that she was going to follow the prompts, and I was not going to follow the prompts. So that was the deal. I don't know where she ended up, but I'm not following the prompts. So if you look at mine, they're on my IG account. Mine are all over the place. They make no sense whatsoever, which is fine.
That's
And
okay.
The individual works of art, they don't have to make sense.
No. And when
Check this out.
when Janet Nash does her 6 prompts or prompt, where she only does 6, I make those into, they become an iCAD every time she does a prompt card. Oh, that's pretty. Nice.
That Kimberly 557, are you still right there? This is from you in Janet Young's Zentangle swap.
Oh, yes. That was beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Hi, Sharon. That looks like a piece of a bobbin off a sewing machine.
Yes.
Well, it looks like a gear. That's metal, and that's metal, and then that's stitched across there. Kimberly, are you still there? Isn't that pretty?
Yes. That came out gorgeous.
Yep.
I know.
Hi,
That
Sharon.
was a fun swap.
This was mine from yesterday. I painted corrugated cardboard was one.
Oh.
This is corrugated cardboard. It even says so, right? And then a teapot. So I made a teapot stamp real quick, and then burlap. So there's my little piece of burlap. And these are supposed to be bubbles. That's my watercolor version of bubbles. But that's from her.
Oh, those are cute.
It was prompt yesterday. So I use her
Those
stuff.
are really cute. I love your bubbles.
You think they look like, well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Absolutely,
they
they
do.
do.
I know you have to leave a little light in them to make them look bubbly. So now the bubbles are coming out of the teapot, kind of, anyway. So that's why. Oh, and this is the Q-tip. You had to use Q-tips. So that's my little Q-tip.
Oh,
that's a lot of prompts on one card.
All 6.
Okay. So it was like a pick 6 or something like that.
Well, she pulls them, and sometimes they're funny because a couple of weeks ago, the prompt was avocado.
How funny. So who is this pulling?
Janet Nash.
Prompts. Oh, Janet Nash. Okay, Janet Nash's prompts. Okay.
Yeah. And one week it was avocados, and Becky drew the cutest little avocado. And then a couple of weeks ago, it was googly eyes.
Yes.
And
Becky made googly-eyed avocados. I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Now here's
we
my
have a
group.
bunch of people who popped in, Sherry and Sharon, and I'm not sure who else I missed, but
Hi.
welcome everybody.
Yes,
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry and Sharon.
Sherry, Sharon.
We're
Sherry,
glad you're all here.
Yes.
Okay.
Go there. That. Do that, and then
This is my forest. I think I like my forest. So
Oh,
Oh,
I like your
and you got
forest.
bubbles coming out of your forest.
yeah. Mhm.
I love it.
Of course, it's not done yet because I got to put some white stuff on it, and it's got to have dots. It's got to have dots.
Yeah, but that's what do we call that? Becky calls it the icing when you put the little white dots on it.
Yep, that would be the icing.
That would be the icing. Yes. Yep.
My eyeballs need a little more light.
Your eyeballs. Oh,
Need more
yes.
light.
I was gonna see how this pen. Ooh,
Is that a good ooh or a bad ooh?
yeah.
Oh, a new
I
white.
honestly, I think somebody sent me this pen, and it might have been Linda, and it was laid over on my computer table, and instead of where I kind of need it, I'm going to use a different pen today because my dot's a little bit bigger. But dang, that one writes really well.
Now, those white pens can be so persnickety, can't they?
Yeah, and
Half the time you're rubbing them on your hand to get them going, and then you have white marks all over you. And
yep. That's a G2 Pilot G2. Now, as far as white ink pens go, I usually like these Uniball Signos.
yes,
They're
Yeah.
really nice. They're really, really nice. But and I think Linda might have sent me that. I'm not going to tell you for sure because I forget stuff. But whoever sent it to me, thank you.
There you go. There you go.
No,
That
wrong little thing to pick up. I wanted to see what Lisa's doing there. Ooh, that's cute.
Oh, that's
that was
nice.
great.
Oh, wonderful.
The leaves are awesome.
But it needs something.
Need something. Maybe a word.
Maybe so.
What did I do with my words? I have a whole bunch of words, and now I don't remember. I keep on moving them.
Having a hard time getting my brain to think. So
Yep.
Oh, I can't imagine trying to think with a headache. It's hard enough without a headache.
Well, that's why very little got accomplished yesterday.
Right.
And of course, the lady who was from the VA that I have to see in August, she said, "Don't call them in the afternoon because that's a big, huge waste of time. Just wait until morning to call them."
Really?
So for the phone number I needed to call and everything what I needed to do,
Okay.
she said by afternoon they're covered up so bad that you might as well forget it. That's true anywhere. When Jeff goes to the VA, when he goes out to the VA at the Navy hospital place, he goes and he leaves here about 5:45 so that he's standing outside by 6:30.
Yeah.
So,
That's kind of when you call the Social Security office, you might as well you're going to be on the line for 45 minutes to an hour if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, because we didn't get home like I thought. We had sort of gone to take Mom and Jeff's dad blueberries and some tomatoes, and then we had all these other errands like my post office run and the Jeep run and the Sam's run, and
that's a lot of Mom.
Yeah. And then Mom needed some stuff that she hadn't told me about. So
that was one of those, oh, by the way, we need.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's getting a little better. I didn't have to run right back yesterday with what I had to pick up for her. I'll have to get it back in the next couple of days, but I didn't have to. Luckily, I could come home and just deal with the headache.
I know you've been talking about finding assisted care for her at some point.
Yes.
That's hard.
That's one of the reasons why I'm talking to the VA.
Yeah.
She is eligible for a certain amount of assistance if we can get it sorted out.
Right.
And that's the only way we'll be able to afford it for very long, because the money from the house will run out real fast.
Yeah, I had to do that for my mom, and the cost is just, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
Well, it's not near as bad for mom as it was for dad. It was $9,000 a month for dad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
My mom's was only $4,000.
Mom, it'll be about $4,000 a month for mom for a good long while, because taking care of herself, she doesn't need a tremendous amount of one-on-one assistance. She needs a driver. But she can still schedule her own stuff and figure out her own pills and all of that kind of thing. So,
well, we got my mom settled. We got her moved in, and she had like a little apartment, a little living room, and a lovely bedroom, and a nice bath, and a little kind of kitchenette. And her two best friends were in the same facility. And she passed away. She passed away 3 days later.
Oh
wow.
Yeah. When I had to call the guy that moved us, and he thought that he couldn't believe it when I had left them a message that we had to. And I talked to my doctor, and she said that that's not uncommon.
Yeah, it's not. Dad lived only 8 days after we moved him. Hi, Janice and Sherry. Glad you guys are here. And anyone else we missed. Dad was very unhappy that he got moved. Now, Mom, I think will do just fine, because
my mom
she's ready.
Yeah, my mom was thrilled.
Yeah.
But my doctor said a lot of it has to do with they're settled, and they feel that that I'm okay, and everybody in the family is okay. And it's just like, it's a major, just let go of the stress. And it's like, everyone's okay. She doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to take care of anybody anymore.
That was my doctor's explanation as to why this was not that uncommon.
Yeah. And it probably is very true.
And the facility was great. They gave me back everything, because she'd only been there 3 nights, and they refunded all of the the down payments and everything. And
that is really great.
They were very generous.
Well, anything here that looks like an apartment is way out of Mom's price range. So she will have a room. I'm hoping for a room with a very large closet.
Yes.
And the rooms are good sized. It's just that to keep her busy, it would be nice if I could keep her sewing machine where she can get to it. Now she's getting to the point where it's getting harder and harder for her to sew, because she's having more and more trouble doing things.
Sure.
Her hands are getting shaky. But if she can sew a little bit,
it's a great
even if I have to cut out pillowcases and things like that for her, I can cut a bunch of pillowcases in a big hurry, and then take them to her where she can sew them up, and just give her something to do.
Yeah.
Of course, the last trip to the bookstore was very large trip.
All right. Oops. I see another
All right.
place.
Oops. She's saying oops.
I'm going to put one more thing
Oops,
in
another
here.
place. I forgot.
Stamp it. So, Barb, are you using? Oh, you're using the smaller plate. I like that. Is that 5x7 plate that you're using?
That's what I started with, Anne. This is the 5x7 plate, but I'm about to switch to this one, which I like. It's a Diane Reevely plate that's 5.5 by It's 5.5 by 12.
Wow.
Scott is off to
I
work.
know. And that's a good size.
Yeah. I like the 5 by 7.
'Cause-
I've never seen that size. That 5 by 12. That's an interesting.
I
I
know. It's she has a smaller one that's the size of a traveler's notebook,
Ooh,
and I like that one too.
come on.
Well, I'm finished.
You're finished? Okay,
You're
let me make
finished.
you,
Let's see. Make you big.
make you big.
You little sucker.
Says when you know
Oh, I
better,
like
do better.
that.
Register to vote.
There.
Oh, that's perfect.
When you know it says what? When you know better?
Do better.
When you
Do better.
do better. Okay.
That's a great quote. That's perfect.
That's a great quote, and in a minute I can figure out the name of the person who said that. Famous
Okay,
woman
we can
who
do that.
died
I
in the
don't know who
last
said
year.
it.
And it wasn't Eleanor Roosevelt, obviously.
No, it was that beautiful black woman who I love dearly. I can't think of her name.
Mary Lou Angelou? No, she's still alive. I don't know. All right, I'm
Scott
done.
got 4 new tires on his truck.
Oh, ouch.
We were talking about tires on my truck. Jeff put new tires on the truck, and we haven't hardly driven it since. But
That's a ouchie, Bill. Ouchie, ouchie.
it is on my truck because the last time we got them, it was a lot more than $800.
Oh, I'm sure.
Linda went and voted this morning. Yay!
All right.
Yay, Linda.
Well, my brand new car that is still on its first tank full of gas, I ended up picking up a nail and had a flat.
Oh
dear.
no!
And
That's
I said,
a Maya Angelou quote.
that's what I said. I did say Mary. I did say
Did
her.
you say Maya Angelou?
I did after I said
Kim.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah. I didn't realize that she had
Maya.
passed away.
Yes, several years ago now.
Yeah. So I called the roadside service that came with the car. You get 3 months, 3
Yep.
years,
Mhm.
3 months, whatever. And I
Kimberly, you
said,
got it there.
I said, "Oh, she's been violated." And he laughed.
Oh no! Yep. Mm-hmm.
She was violated.
Okay, now I got to do something. I got to add something.
I need some voids.
Maybe I'll-
Words. And I had them, and I found them, and now I don't know where they are. I hate that when that happens.
I have created such a mess in here since I got home. I had this table cleaned off, but that didn't last long.
I threaten myself with organizing, and I think about it a lot.
Say that again.
She threatens herself with organizing, so she thinks about it a lot. But that doesn't mean she does it.
That's about how far I get, Ann. And when I really try to do it, something always comes up, and then I end up with a bigger mess than I had before.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, and if I do organize, it's like one little corner. It's just a corner. It's nothing,
I just try to do it one table at a time. And
geez.
before I left, I got this 4 by 8 foot table right here, cleaned off. It was all nice and organized, all nice and neat. It is a big pile. I had my desk table, which is an old-timey kitchen table, all cleaned off, all nice and neat. My bead table was all cleaned off, all nice and neat.
Oh, that's
and
right.
it is still pretty nice and neat, except for the fact that I've got paper for the floor laid on it right this minute. So it will be picked up in 5 minutes. But my sewing table over there, oh my gosh, and the floor is everything's bad. Hi, Kathleen.
Hey, Kathleen.
I can't imagine dealing with, bead stuff. That's just a lot. That's just, another whole world of stuff.
I have 2 sets of map drawers. If you know what map drawers are, they're about this deep and they're huge because they had maps in them.
Unfolded. Big maps.
Yeah, big maps. Yeah, because they came from they were government surplus stuff.
Oh,
we got.
cool.
Oh yeah, they're really nice. And Jeff painted them purple for me when I moved into the studio because this
Oh.
studio is going to stay neat and clean and be pretty. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. Mhm. Now the tables are all pretty if you could ever find them.
You could ever find the surface, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
See, it's all about the surface. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have more show and tell.
Oh,
Okay.
you do. Just a minute.
Kathleen.
Just, I'm making you big. There you are.
So this is the
Ooh.
one I got from Kathleen.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Kathleen Kelly
Ooh.
Deutsch. And
That is
Kimberly, I don't know if you were here before when I showed yours. This is the one I got from Kimberly.
Lovely.
This is the one I got from Janice Johnson.
Oh, wow.
So isn't it fun? And this is the one I got
Ooh,
from
you got a
myself.
round one.
Oh,
Oh,
very
beautiful.
cool.
You got a
He
coin.
sent me one of my own. So that's cool. That's from, so I got 6 back in the mail, and 4 of them were from our group, kind of.
That's nice.
Cool.
Isn't that fun? Yay!
Oh, that's great, Becky. She got
Yeah.
patterns on clearance, or
She got
pattern books on clearance.
Pattern books, which are really cool to have.
Pattern books. Oh, cool.
Okay, I'm done. Wait just a minute. I'll make
For a
myself
22-inch black zipper. Is that
Oh,
for you?
that's
Is that for
cute.
your bag?
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
I like it.
Nice. I love the background.
That is lovely.
What is the background, Tanya? What is that?
A jelly print.
Oh, now there's
yeah.
inspiration.
It was a jelly print.
What are you using to make that print? Is that wallpaper?
I'm guessing that's wallpaper.
Okay.
And I'm just guessing because I've had this print for a while, but I'm pretty sure that must be wallpaper.
It looks like wallpaper,
Yeah. It was probably a piece of textured wallpaper.
but doesn't smell
And I
like
forgot I haven't inked it, so I've got to stop long enough to ink it. Because, we got to have it inked.
Yeah.
So, Becky, is that zipper for the tote bag that you made? That beautiful bag that you made, I'm assuming? Corn dog. Corn dog. That's good, Rain Girl. Yeah, I see that. Corn dogs.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kimberly.
The little line of yellow mustard color.
Yeah. Thanks, Linda. Ah, too funny. Too funny. Yeah, and I've been using I just put a jelly print on each one, so but we've got to have one of these
Jelly print and doodles.
jelly print and doodles. Yeah, so whatever happens along the way, doodle wise, because you never know what I'm gonna do. That one looks like a little forest.
Doodle.
I've already done a little forest though, so I don't know why that one turned into a forest today, but it did. So, hi Brenda.
That looks great. Okay.
Okay, Barbara's got a lizard laying there. I can see that.
I'm going to put a little bit of color around him to show him off.
I put a real lizard because that's what we have everywhere. Lizards everywhere.
Mom's got one with a ridge on his back. We have what do they
Yeah,
call
we have a
them?
bunch of ridges on their back. I don't know what a ridge it is.
I hadn't seen anything that was that
Rigid.
yeah, that was that kind of lizard before until I saw the one at Mom's. He's good size too. He's about I'd say he's a good 7 inches long.
That's including his tail, right? I hope.
Yeah, that's including his tail. Yeah, most of the time, the ones we see, the little green ones that we've got up here are like this long, and they're everywhere.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
gives you
they are everywhere. They are everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
Hi, Nona. Hi, Teresa. I think Nona may be new. If I said that right,
Hi,
did I say that right, Lisa?
Hi, Nona.
We're glad you're here.
Hi,
We're very
Teresa.
glad you're here. And hi, Teresa. How's your
glad you're-
hand?
There's mine for today. Oh, I got to stamp it.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
You gotta
let's
wait.
see.
Let me
Show.
too big.
Oops.
Dream
Oh,
the
cute.
world. Oh,
And
lovely.
wow, how
Oh,
cute. I like
I
it.
love that, Anne.
Thank you. These are the watercolors from that watercolor set. So,
Those are pretty.
The wild caught, I buy tuna by the case for the can,
Ah,
and that came off the tuna case, wild caught. Now, these are things I think about. It says that the tuna is wild caught. Well, how else could it be caught?
Well, it could be farm. Well, that's
Well,
true.
that's what I
I
was
guess you
thinking.
still catch it even if you farm it, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's exactly what I was thinking. But I've never, I mean, I've heard of farm salmon and farm tilapia, but I never heard of anybody. But I guess that's what they're trying to tell you, that it's not farmed. And then they say dolphin safe. So that means the dolphins that means that the dolphins aren't caught up in the net when they tuna fish.
right.
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 Thank you, Nona, and I'm glad to hear that, Teresa.
Okay,
That is
good.
getting better every day. Kimberly, no, that's Kathleen. Kathleen,
Is it the
sorry guys. I can see chat or I can see my card. One of the two. Today's one of those. After I've had a headache like today, it's all in my face. It's all from the weather we're having, and so the reading glasses are a necessity, and I can't see chat. I can't see the chat.
Now, did you get you got weather from Claudette, didn't you?
Yeah, but the problem is the Claudette weather wasn't near as bad as what we got last night from the aftermath.
Oh wow.
I told Lisa when we first came on, we had a lake, a pond, and a river this morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was, and we still have standing water in the ditch. So
Well, we had a horrific thunderstorm here yesterday. But
yeah,
it was the afternoon stuff, but it was kind of like on the like a 10 on the scale. It was pretty nasty. The only thing about those is they last about maybe a half an hour, 40 minutes, and then
and then they're gone.
They're gone. But the humidity is just out of. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Jeff, I don't know how Jeff does it. I went outside yesterday morning to pick tomatoes because the rain is rusting them into little pieces, and it was so humid that by the time I got back in, all I did was pick tomatoes. I didn't do anything else but pick tomatoes. I had a big bowl, and I was soaking wet.
Yep.
Literally all the way through soaking wet.
Yep.
It was like so nasty. Organic farm here that their plants are fed by salmon. Cool.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
And Kathleen says, Anne, that she really liked your card.
Well, thank you.
Yours?
I appreciate
Barbara's
that.
is finished, I think.
Yes. Lovely.
I'm almost finished. I got to glue.
You got it.
Glue. And I got this beautiful
Got to glue
cigar
things
box
and
from,
ink things. You know how that goes. So that's blue. I guess I better ink it with blue.
What is Lisa doing over there?
Oh, she's playing.
What is
That's
that?
a hot glue stencil or mask or whatever you call it.
That's nice. All right. I'm going to get my...
Now, was that a Gelli Plate print or was that a print off of the Gelli Plate?
This was a Gelli Plate. This was the print off of the
That's
stamp.
right. You guys are doing black and white, aren't you? Or you're going to do black and white?
Well, I was
Maybe.
trying to do black and white. I don't really like this.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be my thing either, Lisa. I haven't decided yet.
But you can do white pen on top, Lisa. That's pretty. That's neat.
Yes.
Yeah, not everything shows. I mean, white doesn't show in good contrast on black necessarily, does it?
Yeah, I mean, it's gray. It's not white.
Right.
It's not white. Yeah.
Becky says it's cool, but
well, it's cool. It's just not. See, the part I like is this part right here, where the color came off the plate.
There you go.
Wait a minute. Show that again, Lisa. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that when I saw that, I thought, oh, that's pretty. And then I thought, yeah, that's why you're not liking this, because it's just black and white. But I'm gonna continue on, do some more, and see if I can be happier.
Give it a chance.
Yeah.
Yes, Teresa, that was one of her glue
Give
stamps.
love a chance. Give black and white.
And hi, Janice. Okay, let's see. First off, we need
Hi,
to
Janice.
finish covering up the floor because Tanya's husband will be very unhappy with her if she does not.
Put this away.
He gives me a lot of leeway, but if I don't cover up the floor, he's going to be mad.
Well, he worked hard on that floor.
Yes, ma'am. And it already is looking pretty sad because of my chair rolling all over it.
Oh.
There is as much Becky says to stamp white words over it. There's as much coat on my studio floor as on a basketball court. That's he did 5 coats on the house and I think 9 on my studio because he knew the studio floor would take a lot of abuse. So
Yeah, good.
he put down a lot of coats, and other than right here in front of this table, everything is fine. But this table, my chair gets rolled in and out a lot, so this spot on the floor is looking a little sad.
What substrate are you using for your jelly printing?
I will probably use copy paper just because that's what I got. I got some index cards out too because I was thinking about this the other day. I wanted to write a note to put in my Same Sex Wednesday things, and I didn't have any little, just little kind of generic-y cards. So
yeah, I might use the
Okay, I like that.
Oh, that's
wow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
There you go.
that is it's getting whoa.
Now
Now
we
you're
got
talking.
that was a store-bought stencil.
Yeah, it was this one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, be quiet. You've been fed. Not you guys. I'm talking.
Now, let's see if I like this one as good. I don't know.
Okay, I tried it the
Well,
other
I
day
have
after
some
you
cut,
went off and put black and white on the plate and got some interesting results,
Oh,
black,
look at
white,
that.
and gray. Oh, now
Oh.
that's pretty, Lisa.
Yeah,
That's
it's getting
pretty,
more
yeah.
intense. You're adding more white. You're adding more paint because the white
white, and
is
gray.
getting bigger.
Yeah, this time I put the stencil on the plate and put the white paint on top of it and then just pull the stencil off.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
And then I put the stencil over here after I pulled it off.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I got that. So, okay, I'm happy with this and I'm happy with this. Don't know how I'll use either one of them, but I'm happy with those.
Well, don't you guys have a black and white? You have a black and white journal, don't you?
Yeah,
That's what we're working on.
That's why we're doing this. I just don't know what I'm going to do with them in the journal.
Hey, Eat it.
Teresa, I don't want to use my little birds on the jelly plate. And here, I'll tell you why, and I'll show you why. This stencil, this is a Dollar Tree stencil, and while I love this stencil, it is really thin.
Oh.
I mean, thin, 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 thin. So any paint I get on it is, if I pull it too hard, it's going to tear. And I really liked it with the ink, and I'm just a little afraid to use it. So we might
it'll be
try
okay, Tanya.
Okay, I'm going to try the flower one first.
It'll be fine.
You think it'll be fine?
Absolutely.
Spoken with
Okay,
a lot of confidence, Barbara. You sound like you know what you're
Well,
talking
I use napkin backs on my jelly
about. Oh,
plate.
that's true. Yeah,
I mean,
I've done that too.
Yes, but that's the paper. I'm just afraid that I might muss up that stencil. And believe me, if I could have gotten more of them, I might have gotten more of them. They didn't have a lot of them. But I have this flower one, which we'll try. Oh, and then I have this cool flower.
so this is one of my stencils, Tanya.
Oh.
And it is a piece of printer paper
Uh-huh.
that I
And you've
cut
used
out
it
the
on the jelly
butterflies
plate?
from. I absolutely use it on the Gelli Plate. You just have to pick it up carefully.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm
Just
gonna
be
try
careful. I mean, it'll work fine.
Okay, I'm gonna try the flour one first, and then if the flour one works, then I'll do the bird one, just because that way I won't worry so much.
Right, there you go.
That's my
That's your
thing, and I'm
story, and you're sticking
sticking
to
to
it.
it.
Very factor down. No.
All right, I finished. Today is number 22.
22.
Uh-oh, Lisa, since they updated and put that stupid weather thing on my computer, it makes me aggravated every single day. Ooh. Okay,
I
Barbara, hold
understand.
it up. Let us see it.
What?
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 I like what? What? That's good.
What?
Okay. All right. So
Okay, I did it. I did it, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
So while you still have me, I'll show you the last few ones I've done.
Okay.
I'm going to get some stencils out.
Sometimes I'm following the prompt on the back. So this says differences. And that reminded me of this song that we sing, "For all life is holy," the poet once said, and all that is different is part of the dance.
Oh,
So that was yesterday. No, that was the day before yesterday.
that sounds good.
And then this was yesterday.
Ooh, I like that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I buy.
I think this might be my favorite. This is from some of that, Lisa, when you were using
Let me see.
stuff from your
Ooh.
tissue stamp exchange.
Yeah.
What little hands.
I found this piece and used it.
And that face is awesome.
That's one of Barb Owen's stamps.
Oh, I didn't know she made stamps.
Yeah, the four faces, Harriet, and
Oh, yeah.
Barb Owens
You know
does
those
everything.
Well, I
Barb
know
Owen.
that.
She made those for her doll faces way back when, and then she set them out. I don't know if she still has the stamps for sale, but when she said, "I'm getting rid of them," so I never put a word or anything on this. I don't know what I want to do with that.
You can always add a word.
They don't all need words.
That's what you
No.
Mine
could
don't any of them have words, so
That's what you could write. They always need a word. Or it needs a
they always
word.
need a word.
Ooh, that's
I
cute.
like this one.
Yes. Is that a footprint? Oh, that's so cute. That's like that's like I have that on my birth certificate. It's my foot. Ha ha ha.
Where did you get that foot?
Well, that was on that stamp exchange also, Lisa.
Wow.
I love
So
it.
somebody
I wish
has
I knew
that
what
stamp.
that was.
That
I know.
used to be that I think Stampin' Up has that stamp. I'm not going to tell you that for sure. But it was like in a baby
Oh,
set.
that's pretty. I'm going underneath my thingy because I have some.
I made
foamy-
one.
I have
One
some
the other
foamy-
side.
I have foamies buried back here somewhere.
This one has Joker. The prompt is Joker on this side. So this is what I put on the front of it, Joker.
I don't like anything.
Okay.
Oh,
Kathleen
look at
said
this.
that she has used those whatchamacallits, those stencils, and it made them stronger. So I'll have to try it in a few minutes.
Yeah. So here's the same quote, the Maya Angelou. Anyway, that's enough. Y'all have seen enough.
Thank you, Janet, for linking
They're
to
fun.
everybody's
Thanks for
channel. I appreciate that.
This is my favorite one, maybe.
Let me see. I'm on the other side of my computer. Oh,
I have seen somebody do that, Janice, but I can't remember exactly how they did it.
play.
Do what?
I know they use the palm of their
yeah,
hand
they
and
do
then
it
they're
like this. They put
okay.
ink right here.
Okay, cool.
They put ink
then
right
their
there,
fingers.
and then they stamp, and then they put toes.
Okay.
Oh, and I like this one too. I've been wanting to use those boots. Okay, take me off big.
Take me away.
Take me off big. That's pretty.
Okay, and we had some people come in. Nettie's here. Hello, Nettie.
Hi, Nettie.
Yanita's here.
Hi, Nettie. Hi, Nettie.
I'm a crazy party girl, and she's hanging out with waxed people. So you have to watch out for Nettie.
She's hanging out with
Hanging out with the wax people.
Okay. Now, Lisa, I
Yes,
agree
ma'am.
because this is my favorite part right here. This part that the purple is mixed with the black. Just a minute, I'll show you.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's purple in all that black, which
Is beautiful.
I have this funny feeling this black and white thing is not going to. Oh, you know what? I am way too close. No wonder that looks so funny. There we go. Duh. Okay.
Gosh,
Duh.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
foamies.
Well, it's all right, but it's just nothing to write home about. Frankly, I would Gelli Plate over the top of that again. So, but we'll try the bird stencil and see what happens. I can do that. It didn't hurt.
Just be
this stencil.
careful.
Well, yeah, it didn't hurt the stencil at all, other than it's sticky. That's interesting.
This is really thin too, Tanya. This is really thin.
Yeah.
All right.
And I have a funny feeling until I get my plate clean, black and white is probably going to be something that doesn't really happen. Because,
There.
Oh. Right.
because my plate is pretty dirty.
Okay.
There you are now.
Well, I probably should have cleaned mine too, but
Batavia. There's a Batavia, New York. I guess there's one in Illinois. I collect these.
Oh, cigar boxes?
No, these the cardboard box emblems.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
label thingy. Mhm.
Yeah, and I just got one, the case that the tuna fish. It's from Thailand. That's the most exotic one I have so far, Thailand.
Cool.
What I'm
Okay.
gonna do with them, I have no idea.
I'll have to look on the bottom of the boxes when
I did come across, there was a box container company that my ex-husband worked in Biglerville, Pennsylvania. And I finally came across a cardboard box that had that box certificate. They're box certificates. And it's interesting. I've got them from all over. All right.
I
yeah,
gotta
what?
think what color.
And I never use them, but
well, I just trying to decide what I'm going to do.
yeah.
Trying to figure it out. I'm not very good at that today.
I
Ew,
bought
that-
Nettie Munson said she has a foot stamp.
I have a hand stamp. Woo. I bought these numbers. This is a foamy stamp. I bought the numbers, right? But when you print them, they come out backwards, which I understand that's what happens with the stamp. But when you buy a professional stamp, you don't expect them to come out backwards. I would expect them to come out backwards if I made the stamp, if you know what I mean.
Well, if it's made for the
Tanya
Gelli
just
Plate,
explained
then
all that.
it's perfect. If it's
Yeah, I
made
was
for
gonna say.
paper, it's not.
Yes.
Right. Because on the Gelli Plate, you need everything right direction. For paper, when you stamp off of it, you need it the other way.
Well,
So
I'll show you. I bought all
that
of
was
these because I
specifically
couldn't
made
live
for you on
without
the
them,
Gelli Plate.
yeah.
and I never use them. So I'm going to use them today. So there.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't handle just plain black and white. Yep,
No?
yep. That's just
Giving
not
up?
gonna be me, I don't think. Here's the black and white thingy and the
Well,
birds, but see the birds are all purple
Yeah.
because my plate is all purple.
It's not a black and white day. That's all.
Yeah.
It
Well,
may never be a black and white day.
Well,
Right.
nothing says you have to keep doing black and white just because we thought that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
There's my ghost print.
Oh, wait just a minute.
Wow.
That's pretty.
That's a nice ghost print.
And here's the other one.
Show it again, Lisa, because I just made it big enough for it to see.
That's downright spooky.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
You could use that for Halloween.
I don't do Halloween. I'm one of those boring people that's never really enjoyed Halloween.
I never really got. I was into Halloween when I was about 7.
Okay.
I picked up some old paint, but I wasn't doing as strictly black and white. Oh yeah, I pick up old paint all the time, and I really like the old paint, but the black and white thing. Now that one's pretty black and white, but they are not. They are not just making me really excited. So we'll figure something else out because that's just going to bore me to death. Boring, boring, boring. Okay. Let's see if I can get some of the paint off of that stencil. There we
Too
go.
much paint.
That can happen.
So I always do that. I have a heavy hand.
Okay. You guys
Too
know I
much
made these. I made these the other day, and so I am going to use them because they will make me happy.
Yes, I want to see those.
I saw you
Those
make-
would make me happy too. I love those. Especially that one you made from the waist around
The
the
waist-
numbers and letters.
Yeah.
I love
Now
that.
I have a second one, but I did not have a piece of foam to put it on. But the other day I bought corn on the cob, and I think that piece of foam is big enough. And I was being lazy. I didn't want to go cut cardboard. So I have another one with other letters. So I'm real
Cool.
excited about that. So we'll just use those for the moment. Let's see what color we want to make it. Let's put these black and white. I would say these black and white ones are just unfinished prints, but maybe I could cut out these. Well, see, they're all kind of, I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll think about it.
It's a ponderer.
Yeah, it's one to think about. Let's put on some of this. That's an interesting color. It's supposed to be metallic. I don't see it being metallic. Okay. And it's real thin, which is fine. Let's take it.
I had to
do
get
some
my
of
jelly plate now that I
this.
store it correctly. The room with so many.
And this. And that.
Okay.
And one of my numberies up here. And there. Okay, Lisa, do you remember where you have your little thing? You guys have so many stencils. Yanita, a bunch of my stencils have come from Dollar Tree. And Lisa, one of the ones she used earlier was she made with her glue gun.
Yes, I've seen people do that. That's kind of cool.
I've made some too
I
that
haven't
way.
put batteries in it yet, though.
But I've been
Oh.
always afraid
I
that
need to go in the house and do that.
if I use
Yeah,
the
because-
glue gun, I won't get the
You're going to
same.
be sorry that you
thickness.
didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see that up close. That is really cool. What is that, Lisa?
Oh, that's a great stencil.
Numbers.
Ooh, that's yummy.
It's
Numbers.
And it
Craft
doesn't,
Treat brand.
Craft treat. Okay.
and it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I think
which
I got
way
it at
goes.
Tuesday morning, but I'm not positive. Anyway, I like it. When you're doing this, you have to remember to put it down
Backwards.
backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was real proud of myself for remembering that. So the numbers came out good.
Oh,
I
thank you,
wouldn't
Janet.
remember that. I wouldn't remember that the first time. I would remember it the second time, but not the first time. I mean.
Violet has a question. All sorts of nice stencils and effects going on here. Anyone ever use a makeup brush cleaning mat? I'm wondering if Dollar Tree has any now. Now, the other day they had some. They were like pineapples and stuff like that. They were shaped. I didn't buy one, but
I don't know what they are.
Hannah bought one to put, and she puts it in the bottom of her
paintbrush.
brush water and uses it to clean her paintbrushes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a makeup sponge.
No, it's a makeup brush cleaner.
Oh, yeah, brush cleaner. Gotcha.
It's made out of silicone. No,
silicone.
Not silicone. Oh man.
Okay.
Okay. I realized what the noise was that I was hearing. It is black. It is pouring.
Oh.
And my husband just got done raking the yard. Poor man.
Oh, well.
Poor man. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so that's dry. Now we need another layer of some other color.
What color is going to go with that?
Come here. I know you're open. Come on. Oh, good. Splatter all over everywhere. That was a lot of paint.
You tell them. You tell them.
Well, that was a lot of paint. I am being purposely inconsistent, just so everyone knows, because I'm making layers.
You're allowed. Well,
I'm
yeah,
allowed.
I'm going to stencil on something that I've already stenciled on with the jelly print that I've already done.
I think we want a bunch of little numbers.
Okay. It's just green. Where is it?
Okay, I'm gonna go get a battery. Be right back.
Okay. Yeah, because you're gonna want that thing all.
Oh, I have to have a screwdriver.
Ooh,
Yep.
I hate that.
I don't.
I hate that when they do that to you.
Yeah, you did have to have a screwdriver.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. That's
I think
not
I know
good.
what one is. I hope I'm right because if I I have no idea.
Is that a little fan? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yes, it's an itty bitty
We're gonna
fan.
use it to dry our jelly.
I remember when you got those. Didn't you bring those?
I brought Lisa one when I went to Texas. I brought it with me.
Yes.
You saw those. Are you talking about the fans you saw at World Market, Becky? Because I got these at Dollar Tree.
Ooh, better price.
Oh yeah, it was a whole $1. Didn't have any batteries in it, but it was a whole $1. So, and it's not too noisy. I think that you guys are not. Your ears are not falling. Okay. The big thing is, you can't use your heat tool. So, let's see what Ann is pulling off.
Oh, that's not that interesting. This is something
it's a really the mats. Oh, okay. The mats she saw at World Market.
That's
a pretty, Ann.
That's a print that I've already done. I was adding something to it, so.
I was going to say it's another place to make layers.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm not good at layers, so I thought I would try doing some layers.
Absolutely.
I just keep printing over and over and over on them. I really like how you can just add to things.
Yeah.
Till you like something.
Yeah. Now, this Dollar Tree paint that I just used takes forever to dry, and I had gotten too much paint. So just so you know, this part's going to take a while.
Has anybody ever tried, instead of black paint on your jelly plate, have you ever tried using black gesso?
Ooh.
The only concern I would have with gesso is the grit that's in it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. Why not? Why not?
Make me big, Tanya.
Okay.
I love black gesso.
Ooh, is that your Dollar Tree brush cleaner?
No, that is this coffee cup from yesterday. It's a
Ooh.
it's a biodegradable coffee cup that I took apart. Isn't that marvelous?
That is fabulous. And what piece of
I like
paper is
it.
that?
I bought a little set of this, it kind of mimics old paper or coffee dyed paper.
Oh,
So it's all like that.
that's cool.
It's pretty.
All something like that. I know it is pretty. It's beautiful. So this is the white or the titanium buff on it.
Let's see.
I like that stuff.
I think
This is that red color on it that I had. Yeah, I think that's going to be fun to play with. I just got it not long ago. Cool.
Nettie says, love it. Funny how we will try anything. That's true.
I know.
I love watching other people try stuff. That's my favorite.
Okay, so that paint just picked up the other paint that was on my mat. So it's definitely going to have a layery kind of feel to it because it got picked up. I'm going to try to dry it again, and then I think we better actually pick it up off of the... But I think what happened is the Dollar Tree paint didn't dry very well. Oh, there's some flowers on there. Yummy, yummy. We're going to have another lake.
Uh-oh.
I had a lake after Hurricane Irma. I had a lake and it had white caps on it.
When we had Sally, we had a whole yard full of white caps. We watched her climb the stairs, the front stairs. We had at least 14 inches of standing water in the backyard at one point in time because we have a cinder block out back that was standing on end. They're 14 inches tall, and it was underwater. So Jeff moved everything the other day to the high ground, which because of that. What do they call that storm?
Claudette.
Yeah. But the rain we got yesterday was worse than Claudette. So.
Okay, y'all have to see this.
Okay, we have to see this. We have to see it. Okay.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay.
Let me do the next one.
All right.
I'm gonna pull.
Okay, watch this.
Ooh.
All right.
That's very interesting.
I like that.
Look at this. Woo. You gotta see.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Very good.
Okay. Y'all can go back.
First layers are always really cool, and she's just doing black and white. I just couldn't stand it for very long. So,
well, I'll probably stop. But
I just did this is the black gesso.
That's the black gesso. Just a minute.
Black gesso.
Ooh, that's pretty.
That's a lot of black. Okay.
And
I'm scared to use black.
The purple, that purple is purple metallic from, that was there first. And I used the hand thing, which you can barely see, but you can see a little bit of a hand in there. I kind of like that.
I like that.
I can probably get something else off that for sure. Now the problem comes, where do you start putting? Someone had a clothesline. Someone had rigged a clothesline, which
Lisa has a clothesline. I have a floor, and I just throw them on top of one another.
Well, I have
do.
a couple of cats, and I don't know whether they would walk across it. I mean, I don't care.
Well, but then you would have cat prints, which would be another element.
Yes, but then they would be licking their
And you would have
well,
cat prints all over your house.
Then I
yeah,
would
that's
have, then I would
true.
have
Yeah,
big cats.
yeah, and that might not be a good thing. So, I
And I
will
can
say
tell
that.
you, we bought a dining room table that was built by an Amish craftsman, and we got it unfinished because I was going to finish it. And it was a beautiful table, and we had two captain's chairs and trestle benches, and we had a cat. We always, and I went to apply the stain, and as I removed it, what was left behind were little paw prints.
Oh no.
And what it was is the cat must have walked across it, and the oil on their paws left oil on the bench, and so that bench was distinctly very interesting because it had this beautiful set of cat paw prints, which are still there today. I'm sure. I don't know where that table is, but I'm sure the paw prints are still on it.
Ooh, I can't wait to pull the big one. Let's see what
I
the
didn't
little
see
one.
the little one.
Just a minute. Just
Okay.
a minute. I'll get it back in a minute.
Ooh.
Ooh, I
Wait,
like that.
let me get big.
You know what?
Let me see.
Black gesso and white gesso. Ooh.
That's pretty, Tanya.
I'm liking it.
Ooh.
Oh, those are those for
Yes.
iPads in the future?
They're just for notes. To I wanted
Nice.
something to just write notes on. I think
Absolutely.
personally I'd rather stick paper onto an iPad to do it. Oh man, this is gorgeous. Oh, don't tear. Yes.
Careful.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Okay.
I love it. That's beautiful.
That
Okay,
is beautiful.
I'll be making my iCat on Thursday out of this piece of paper.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Isn't that fun?
It
That
is.
is fun.
It looks like
And
an old fresco painting that is like from the 1500s that has weathered.
Well, see, and that's what I was trying to go for. Other than
You
I got
got it.
too many bright colors on there, I need a little bit more subtle colors. But that's okay. I
Well, the
don't
gold
mind.
and the green, though, I think those are typical colors for fresco, aren't they?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brown and gold and green.
Yeah, the
I
terracotta.
may be wrong, but
And the red is kind of brick-like.
Yeah.
yeah.
So now I don't have as many numbery things on there as I expected, but that doesn't mean anything because I can put numbers on there.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie.
So, hi, Julie. And anybody else that we missed coming in? Hello. We're just really glad you're all here.
Hi,
But
Julie.
that one I'm going to call good. I'm happy with that one. And these little guys. Now, the other thing I did was I had this little corner, and it's pretty too because I put these on there, but I don't think I'll do any more of these because, frankly, I think I'd rather have it where I put I just need to go ahead and put some painty paper on some little iCads so that I have them to write notes. Kathleen
Yeah,
That's
said she
nice
did
right
her
there.
notes first.
Those are good.
Yeah. And Barbara's doing hers. She did hers directly on her cards, but these index cards are so thin that.
Yeah, I bought
That's
some.
the
that
way
were
my
ridiculous.
Rolodex cards are. They're so thin. I'm like, I have to cover them. And I'm even covering them front and back because just to make it strong enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some that were ridiculously thin. I was very
Okay.
disappointed.
My Gelli Plate is now the way I like it. It's all good and yummy.
Okay, here goes white and black gesso.
Ooh, white and black gesso. Okay, let's see what she's got going here.
Here. And we'll do it on a purple metallic. I'm using Dollar Tree tissue paper that I've cut up into.
I like Dollar Tree tissue paper. I really do. It's pretty, but I almost like it better than what is that other paper that we got?
Deli
Deli
paper?
paper? Yeah.
Gelli paper. Yeah. And of course the price is right for sure.
Yeah. Yes, Kathleen, the grunginess. Yes, my favorite part is the grunginess.
Here we go. Let's see.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Ooh, we
to
got white.
settle this
And
down
we
a
got
little bit.
black. We got white and black. Oh,
That's cool.
yeah. So that's white gesso and black gesso. I'm
You
not
could
really-
probably pull another print from that, Ann.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. Easily. I gotta find. Ooh, yellow. How about yellow? Yellow. Well, I don't know. What do you
This
think?
works
Yellow?
good, Tanya. Thank you.
Yeah. See, it doesn't it? It works beautiful for that particular part of the process.
Turquoise metallic. Oh, it's torn. Oh, that's okay. I'll just be super careful. Super careful.
The other thing is to get it on there thin too, I think. Yeah.
I think that's the touch that I don't have is getting the right amount of paint, or product. It's just, I just think that takes a lot of practice and a lot of ink. I won't say
Well, it also
And it's totally accidental for me.
Well,
If I get one I like, I say, "Oh, that's how to do it."
and then the next time.
And then how did I do?
Well, before we came on, if I hadn't had to deal with so many other issues, my plan was that I was going to go and refresh my memory on how to pull a, transfer photo, like out of the magazine.
Oh,
Because I've seen some, but didn't get around to it. So another day. So no biggie.
well, Lisa has done that.
I've seen some gorgeous prints that,
I haven't really tried to do that.
I know you have to have the right, print. And I have Vogue magazine. I understand Vogue papers are good for that. Well, this is the second print I'll pull on that, and that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that does look pretty good. Kathleen, yeah, I almost never clean my plate. I might pick stuff up with the what do you call it? That double stick tape once in a while, but
I like to pull it up with the packing tape. Yeah, and then you can use that.
I got to where I don't like the packing tape because the shiny part doesn't like to stick to things. So I've been using carpet tape, which is sticky on both sides.
Yeah, I have carpet tape, and that is serious stick.
And it works real well to put on. Well, I could put it on iCads. I could probably put it on anything I wanted to put it on.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Just don't put it on anything you're going to punch through.
Yes, don't put it on anything you're going to punch.
Because it gums up the punch.
Yeah,
Yep.
It'll ruin them quick.
Okay. Noted.
Ask me how I know.
Uh-huh. How do you know?
how do you know?
Lisa, that's
Experience.
pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
See,
wow.
it's so much prettier with a little bit of color with the black.
I agree. And I did some black and white, and I'm happy with the amount I did, and I'm going to move on to fun stuff now.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I was done very quickly. Yep.
I don't even know if I'll use what I did,
Mm-hmm.
So, but now I can say I did it.
Yeah.
That's the point. You did it. Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to know.
It's been done, did. It's been
I've got this sketchbook that was old and
That's
messed up, and I just used part of it, and so I took it apart. So
What
I've got all
kind
this
of book?
sketchbook paper, just the old sketchbook.
Oh, sketchbook paper. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so if you're just gonna use it, for collage or whatever, it works great to jelly print on, especially if you're doing something small like this. You stick a couple of them on here, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so that's what I'm going to be jelly printing on today is the papers out of that old sketchbook. That
Julie says, just make sure you get the thick layered parts off because I have ended up with pitted and indented areas because of it.
Oh. Okay. Sounds like an experimental knowledge or
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty,
a
Barbara,
nice
on that piece
piece.
of paper.
Yeah. I
That
like
is pretty, isn't that?
Beautiful.
See, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't do that again. Couldn't tell you how I did it.
No,
I know how
we
I did it, but I couldn't do it again.
we can't. We
Okay.
cannot do these twice, 2 or 3 times. No, no.
No. Different color
Okay.
time.
Sometimes it's hard to explain that to folks that this is like a, a one shot deal.
One shot deal. Yeah. Sometimes that's what it is. Okay.
Either-
Now, one of the things I do know that I think I'm going to have is some more neutral toned paint, because I didn't realize I don't have much in the way of neutral toned paint.
Yeah.
I have lots and lots of bright colors, but not a lot of
Right.
neutrals.
You know, if you have a Target near you, they have a nice brand of paint that they've got a lot of nice neutral colors.
Okay. I didn't even know that Target had paint. So see how much I
They have
know.
their own
Yeah.
brand. They have their own house brand of paint, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. I saw someone review them.
I guess that's what happens when you don't go to Target.
Yeah, I never. I
Yeah.
can count the number of times I've been to my Target on my hand, and I've
I
been.
got these at Target.
I've been.
I don't know if these are the ones you're talking about, but
Oh, what? Oh, okay. Who did that? Was that Anna
That
or
was
Barbara?
Barbara.
Are you
You
okay?
okay,
I was
Barbara?
looking for my neutral paints.
Are you
Now
okay?
they're all behind the.
these
They're
are
all
called
behind the
handmade
paint
modern.
bucket.
Okay. Just, are you okay, Barbara? That's all we care about.
Oh, I'm okay.
It sounded horrific. Oh, look at that. Okay.
See how
That
much
kind of
fell
looks
out
like
of
the bottle that Barbara's pulling out, Lisa.
Yeah, I
so-
was thinking it's probably the brand she's talking about.
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't like the fact that they come like this.
I don't either.
Oh,
Oh,
No, I
You
hate
have to
that.
try to dump a
you
little,
can't pour 'em.
but I like the paint.
Interesting.
This is Misty Morning and Spa.
Oh, I like the name too.
Misty Morning
I
and
wonder.
Spa.
I often wonder who gets that job. I mean, that's somebody's job that comes up with these names. You know, I think it's kind
That's
of.
true.
You know, I was looking for sage, a sage green. This
Yeah.
is called Elephant.
Oh, I
And
have.
that's a really nice.
Uh,
That's a really nice color.
Diane Wakely has elephant in her acrylics, and it's a light gray, and it's called Elephant. I have it. It's interesting.
Julie, I like the bright colors. I like the bright colors too. But for the old wall look that I'm trying to go for, the bright colors do not. They just kind of don't work real well. Now that's pretty. It's just not finished. It didn't come off real good.
Too much.
Barbara, Julie wants to know if you're okay, if you hurt yourself. And Anne, Brittany, Anne is printing on Dollar Tree tissue paper.
Correct.
And she's going to use some kind of Dina Wakely paint.
Elephant.
And no, Julie, I didn't hurt myself, and it looked like all my paints fell within their little container, amazingly enough.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing.
They were.
I know.
These are perfect for jelly because you can just squeeze out a little dollop. A little dollop will do you.
I don't know what I want to leave this one. Okay, I need a opinion.
I like it. Anything else you do to cover it up?
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm thinking maybe I should take, my letter stamps. I don't have any big letter stamps, but I have numbers that I could stamp on there or add some kind of letters to it.
Oh, vintage.
Collage wise, I probably could stamp some letters on some tissue paper and add to it.
Do you have like
Kathleen, are
antique
you
letters
asking
or
about
like-
prices on Target? They're not expensive, like maybe $6.
Okay. Anne, what did you say? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I forgot.
Okay.
It wasn't
Uh-oh.
important. I don't remember now. Oh my gosh.
Vintage white and that old
Well,
light
vintage
green.
white, antique white, or linen. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Or parchment. I like parchment. It's another nice color,
Yes.
and I think
Me
that's
too.
And I don't have a lot of those colors. I just have never
well,
I just have never gotten them, you know, kind of thing. Just
yeah.
but we need
I like
enough
them for pickup prints.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, the pickup part. And I'm having trouble picking this up today, just so y'all know. It is not picking up good. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe let's try this white and
My
see if it'll
question
pick up.
is to you guys: shiny side or not shiny side?
I use the not shiny.
Yeah, that's usually what I stamp on is the not shiny.
Not shiny. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I
That
figure
white.
it absorbs better on the not shiny.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
But if I'm picking up and I don't want to pick up very much, I'll tab it down on the shiny.
That makes perfect sense.
I know.
The thinking artist.
Oh, now look, see?
Let me see.
You do it enough and then you eventually like it.
Oh, eventually you like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That
Let's see
works.
what
Okay.
gray and tangerine metallic. What did we get here?
This needs them.
What you get here is not enough. Oh, look, I'm still getting the black gesso. That looks like the color that's going to keep on giving. That's good.
If you have titanium white and yellow ochre, you can make your own tiny bit of yellow ochre. Yes, I probably could. Thank you, Nettie. What about the phone numbers, Tanya? Janice, I've been using them. I used them on the very beginning.
Don't like that.
I'm just having trouble getting this stuff off of my plate. Never
That's
had this much
good.
trouble before.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not wanting to come up. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Maybe I should try some really good paint. Let's try some really good paint. I'll be right back. We gotta go to the other side of the room to get the really good paint. Oh no, I don't. The white is in my bucket? No. No, here it is. This is not really good paint, but it's better paint. Maybe it will pull that up. If not, I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning because this is like the 5th time I've tried to pull this off of there.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Do you do like a really thin layer?
Yeah, I've tried really thin. I've tried a little thicker. It just doesn't seem to want to pick up. So I'm going to try this heavier body paint. Janice, I'll do them again in a few minutes.
Are you mixing kinds of paint?
Probably.
Because I know for me, I have trouble picking it up if I try to pick it up with a different kind of paint than what I put on there.
Yep, and I probably did. I probably used some Dollar Tree paint and then used some other stuff. So, okay, so let's see here. We'll just use some of my. I've got.
That looks like too much paint to me for a pickup.
Well, I tried a thin layer before, so I'm trying a heavier layer this time.
Leave it on there for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, leave it on there. Leave it on longer.
Let me get this. Yeah, I had used some Dollar Tree paint, and then I used some regular paint, and then I pulled that really nice pull, but now I can't seem to get it to come off the plate.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Cindy says, bossy craft supplies. They don't want to do their job.
That's right. I agree, Cindy.
There you go. Here's my, I'm almost out of this parchment, antique parchment apple barrel.
Maybe it's time for the tape.
Yeah.
It's too early. Pull out the tape, right?
Well, it's probably what's going to happen because
You want to get it all off.
Yeah.
it's definitely doing its thing.
The old standard white pull is not working.
Yeah, it's not pulling it up.
Well, it is pulling some up. Put a really tiny thin layer and leave it on longer.
I will try that next. I'm going to try a second piece of paper too. And see if that will help.
Look at this nice background.
Just a minute.
that's
Let me see.
nice.
Let me see.
That's nice. It's a nice subtle background.
Oh, that's pretty. Okay.
That's a pickup. That's a pickup with titanium white.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. I like it.
Okay, so I just used a page that was already painty
Yeah.
and put it down.
There you go. Look at that. That's better.
Yeah, a lot of it came off.
More better.
And I'm okay with
Mo
leaving
better.
it grungy. I'm okay with it now that it's grungy. That one's pretty grungy too. and I kinda like it. Lisa's being very. Ooh, I see leaves on Lisa's plate. We gotta go look at that.
Oh, I love.
Ooh.
Was that a
Fixed to do
stencil
with
or?
her darker green.
Okay, was
Yeah.
that a stencil or a stamp?
It's a stencil.
Okay.
I'm just doing it from different directions
Okay.
so that the leaves are all coming to different places.
Okay.
Each layer and making each layer darker. And then I'll put a background color on it after this. I hope I can pull it all up at once.
There you go. Oh, this is not good. Barbara,
Anne's muttering to herself.
You are a crash. You are a danger. Was that you?
No,
crashing?
that was me. I was hunting my carpet tape because I want to clean this up a little bit better before I start again because of having so much trouble with it. I wouldn't normally do that, but I also don't normally have trouble. I'm leaving it on Lisa, guys, because I want to see this pull when she does it. So
Oh, I just.
Good plan.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Well, it's going to be a minute because I'm going to have to let this dry, and then put the color on that I'm going to pull up. So
okay, well, before you pull it up, you tell me and let me know, so I'll put it back on you.
You can see the flower. Huh.
What flower?
not trying to decide what color I'm going to put behind it to pull it up.
Oh, I can see the flowers, Ann.
Yeah, that's a stencil. Wow.
Barbara is the craft-a-lantern. No, I was doing it that time.
Was it my turn next? No.
Is it your
We have
turn
a
next?
room full of craft-a-lanterns.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I never expected that to. Not a good choice of colors, but still.
I'm not sure, but I think it's that red metallic paint that doesn't want to come up.
Wow.
I would not be surprised.
When that comes up, it'll be gorgeous.
You've identified the culprit, huh?
I've had times when metallic paint wouldn't come up.
Yeah, that was the first thing I put down, and it doesn't seem to want to come off. It is not even coming off real well with the
total bust.
Oh, but look, there's a lot more off. It's coming.
yeah, it's coming. It's just that.
Can you add water to these things?
Can you add what to those things?
I'm gonna spritz this with some water, and then and then put that down. Will that work? Who knows? I don't know.
Sure.
We're gonna
Try it and see.
It'll do what it does.
This is true.
Okay.
Well, thank you, ladies, for inviting me.
Well, we're
Glad you
really glad
came.
you could come and play. I'm glad you're going to
Yes,
come and
I
play
know.
with us for the what you call it. Oh, that's pretty,
Yes.
Barbara.
The stream.
Yeah.
For the streamathon, for the marathon streamathon.
And I'm going to take the 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. At least that was the discussion. But I'll go.
Yes, it was. I haven't sent anybody. I haven't sent anybody their time slots, but pretty much everybody got the time slot they wanted. Lori said she would take any time. She was flexible, so she's.
Yeah,
I didn't give her.
I think she and I were together last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put this cranberry wine on here and pull
Okay,
it off.
we're going to look at what Lisa's cranberry wine will be pretty. Was it a thick metallic paint? No, Julie, it really wasn't all that thick. It was just a metallic paint. So, and I've got some purple and stuff that was on here before, but that metallic seems to be what I'm pulling up. That
I don't know what I'm doing other than making a mess.
That may not be enough paint.
I mean,
I don't know. We'll see.
No, this is a mess. That's what I got. I got a mess.
When you're worried about it, you just sit here and rub for a while,
yeah,
kind of hoping and praying over it.
yeah. Cindy says, "I already know I'm going to love it, Lisa."
Well, I am too if it comes off. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow.
Oh, that is so
Ooh.
pretty.
Oh, wow.
Lisa,
I
that's
think
gorgeous.
you get the. Whoa, wow, that is amazing. You get the prize.
You get the prize.
Hands down, you get the prize.
Yeah.
And look at my plate. I mean, it pretty
Oh,
much
it's
took
all
everything.
clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that
That's
was fun. I'm
perfect.
going to do some more of those, but I'm going to do flowers, I think, next.
Okay.
I love that. I love the hint of that cranberry wine. That's a nice color.
It is.
That's a pretty stencil, Barbara.
This is one that I cut out of a book, a thingy divider.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, this stuff is coming off, guys, but it's just taking a lot of work to get it off. And I'm not going to worry about every last little bit, but it is definitely stuck on there. Now, okay, I have not used my plate in months and months and months, and I probably left it dirty.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
True confessions of a Gelli Plate.
Probably so.
Well, because I always leave it dirty.
Oh.
Absolutely.
So, and then we went off on our trip.
Oh.
So my guess is that you shouldn't do that and leave it for 3 months. Hi, Lisa. Would look awesome in yellows, oranges, and reds, Lisa. Yeah,
Hi,
it
Lisa
would.
Jameson.
It would
All
look
right, that sounds
awesome.
good.
Yellow, oranges, and reds.
Well, I was going to do yellow, a light pink, and a dark pink. But orange might be good instead of the...
Ooh, a vintage creamy color paper she got from the Salvation Army store. Yeah.
Ooh.
My Salvation store doesn't have any crafty stuff at all. It's mostly
We don't have Salvation Army store here.
They just opened a brand new one. It's a gorgeous facility, but they have nothing that it's for.
I have to tell you, when Piccola and I went thrift store shopping,
Yeah.
there was one she didn't know existed, and I
Oh.
showed it to her. And we didn't find anything in it, but she didn't know it was there. So these are coming out pretty cool. You know, I will use these little guys.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. But at the same
use those
time,
to border note paper.
oh yeah. Or I've stuck them on tags and all kinds of stuff, but it's just I didn't want to have to stop and clean my plate in the middle of playing.
Yeah. Kind of gets the momentum.
Yeah, kind of. But you know,
I don't have a
that's what happens when you have a little,
a
issue.
little glitch.
Yeah, and it's coming up. It's just whatever's caused it.
Well, that's pretty.
Whether it was that metal. Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, that's good.
From the stencil.
Uh-huh.
So
When is
now I
the
gotta
streamathon?
grab this.
Hello, Miss Helen. Lisa, do you know the date? It's July.
It is July
20th
26th and
and
27th from 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, it's Monday and Tuesday, the 26th and 27th. And we've got company coming to play with us. Every time slot except for the very last one, which Lisa and I want to do by ourselves, simply because it takes brain power to have company. And by then we'll probably be stupid. We were a little silly by the end the last time. So
Are you saying that your company is hard to handle? That we're just
No, I am not saying that. I'm saying that by then we're probably too sleepy to even say hello to our company. So,
So that's why you need somebody. You need somebody in there just to read the text for you.
That's
I
right.
see.
You could be like Popo is to Rosemary.
Oh,
That's not a bit. I was kidding, but that's probably it's just that person just reads the comments for you. And then you don't have to even look up.
and then you don't have to pay attention. Well, that might be an idea.
Think
Oh,
about
it's
it.
warm in here. Oh, warm.
See, I like doing the two kind of. I learned kind of two the two metallic. That's a pretty metallic.
Just a minute. Let me bring you up.
Well, it's not. It's just the two metallics together.
Oh, two metallics. Okay.
That's really pretty.
But I like that. It's kind of pretty. It's subtle. It's not too. And then if you're doing a like a journal that's 8 by whatever 7 by 5,
Yeah.
it covers both pages.
Yeah.
As I am looking in one like that, so I know from experience.
Okay.
I
Lisa says Rosemary and Susan are hilarious.
know they are.
And we thought that when we did it Monday and Tuesday, Helen, the first time, it worked really well because we weren't too much interfering with other people's time slots.
Yes.
So, okay, I think this is going to be good enough because I want grungy anyways. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm tired of trying to pick that off of there. It's just going to mean I just need more tape, and it's coming up pretty good. It looks better. Maybe one more piece. Maybe I'll do one more piece.
A darker color.
One more piece of tape. I probably better order some more tape. This, by the way, tape, this is called X-Fasten. And if you can't find it on Amazon, let me know, because the deal is that not all carpet tape is clear.
Oh.
This carpet tape is clear, not white. And it just let me email me or message me, and I'll give you a link. But I wanted clear so that you can see through this.
Yeah.
When I use this piece of stuff, if I stick it on a book page or something,
Yeah.
you can see through it.
Oh.
So where it's clear right now, where it looks white, then it's clear, and it's really cool on stuff. Can you see your large comment? Julie goes to 2 Salvation Army stores, and the one in the less affluent area has not much of the stuff we like to find, but the one in the wealthy suburb, I always find something. And you know what, Julie? That is true of garage sales. That is true of thrift stores. My son used to drive all the way across Omaha to go to the garage sales because they were so much better than the area where he lives.
We don't have, at least I haven't found them, like we've got Goodwill, and I think the Episcopal Church has something called Angels in the Attic. And but it's mostly clothes,
Well, my favorite one closed up. It was over in Milton. Helen told me about a couple that I didn't know about in that are thrifty consignment antique places that I've not been. So maybe another time we're going to go play. I haven't had time with everything going on. Okay, this is clean enough. I'm done cleaning this for today.
There was one that was like for the animals, for the local animal shelter.
Shelter.
I went in there the other day, and there was no crafty stuff at all. Nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
Well, and my favorite one for books just raised their price on their books, but that's okay. They didn't raise it terrible. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to try. Can't I use this baby wipe on here, Lisa?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I use it all the time. I mean, when I want to clean it off, that's what I do. Because I'm too lazy to go do anything else. But I'm like you. I don't do it very often. But when I do, that's what I use. But it doesn't clean pristine. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll get that off or not.
Yeah, it's not going to. It's I'll have to mineral oil it.
Yeah, you'll just have to deal with what's on. Go ahead and play with what's on there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
How hard is it to
isn't
wipe
gonna-
off the mineral oil?
What?
How hard is it to clean the mineral oil off?
The mineral oil soaks into the paint.
Yeah, you need to let it soak in. It's what the plate's made of, so it helps it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have an affinity for one
It
another.
conditions it, and frankly, my plate is very, very dry. And if this was going to really, really bother me, I would turn the plate over and use the other side. But it's not going to really, really bother me. My other side is pristine. I've never used it. So
Is it like Murphy's oil soap, or that's a
no? You want to use like baby oil or mineral oil. Most baby oil is mineral oil.
Yes.
You want baby oil without smelly stuff in it, though.
Right. Those numbers.
But I happen to have mineral oil in the closet. So
why did I tell you that those numbers printed backwards? They didn't. They're fine.
Look at that. That was my
oh,
look at that.
Oh,
Cool.
That's
that
my
one you
brayer
need?
clean. That's where I clean my brayer.
ooh.
Cool.
Let's hear it for clean brayering.
Let's hear it for cleaning brayers.
Yes.
Oh, Lisa said hand sanitizer. That I could use hand sanitizer too.
That's what I was told was hand sanitizer.
You'll definitely want to baby oil it though if you use hand sanitizer,
because that dries.
because it dries it out.
Okay, that's what.
So
you can also just use alcohol, but you'll need to mineral oil it after you do that.
Yeah, alcohol that would really dry it out. Yeah, for sure.
But it's the alcohol in the hand sanitizer that, the gel part keeps it on there to, make it loosen up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the alcohol is I think the thing that actually makes it clean it. But you definitely don't want to do that and then not mineral oil it before you, go to bed tonight or something, because I've done that and it totally messed up the surface. I had to mineral oil it several times. I mean, like over several days, over and over and over again to get it to be good again.
That was far more work than you had planned on, I'm sure.
It was.
Barbara, that is gorgeous.
I
on.
finally got one I like.
Did you make that
Just-
stencil?
That's pretty, Barbara.
Yes.
I'll be right back, guys.
That's one of
Okay.
the file folder stencils.
Yeah, that's the file folder stencil.
That is awesome.
And it's got all these bungs on it. I fixed it. I added tape to it and stuff like that. But it works just fine.
Yeah.
All right. What's next? I love it. Finally getting one I like. Oh my God. That'll make a nice card. I'll make that a card front.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I needed to find out. Jeff's Jeep is in the shop, and I needed to find out if we needed to go get it. So he says not to worry. He won't
I
worry
used to be a Jeep person.
Mm.
I know that's a
Jeff's a big time Jeep person. He we went trail riding in the whole 9 yards.
That the other day, yes.
Okay, so we are going to try this again, but we're going to stick to one kind of paint at a time. You would be like, yeah, Jeff's got oh, that's nasty.
What's he got?
He's got a CJ Cherokee,
Okay.
XJ, not a CJ, an XJ, a Cherokee. It's the one that looks like a station wagon.
Okay. I had a CJ5, and I love that. That's the one you can put the windshield down, but by the time you take when I bought it, this was interesting. Back in the day, I bought it brand new, and it only came with the driver's seat, and it only came with the windshield blade on the driver's side.
Wow.
The passenger seat was extra, and the windshield blade on the passenger side was extra. And so, of course, with the back seat was extra. That's how they sold it.
Yep, I wouldn't doubt it. We have the Cherokee because when Jeff bought the Jeep, for one, we found it was a good deal. Okay, so that's not gonna work. But we needed the closed hardtop kind of thing because we were carrying my show stuff back and forth to shows.
Yes, that would make
sense.
sense.
And so we had to have it where it was not going to let someone into it.
Understood. I bought the CJ5 because it was a toy.
Because it was cool.
Because it was.
Yeah. I said to my ex one night, I've always wanted to own a Jeep, and he said, "Well, go buy one." I didn't argue.
There you go. Well, Jeff wanted a motorcycle or a Jeep, or actually he wanted both. And his wife said, "You can have one or the other, but we can only afford one toy."
Yes.
So we got okay, Janice, if you're still here, I'm going to use my my stamps, and get them all cooled up. The Jeep has been raised up. It has been got giant tires. It's gone through several lives of as far as different racks on top of it.
Yeah.
Simply because we've changed what we do with it because we no longer do the shows kind of thing.
Yeah. So his purpose has changed.
Yeah. So he doesn't need the giant. I like the new truck Jeep. Yeah, Debbie. I think Jeffrey likes those too, but they are not really as off-road capable as you might think. Just because they're a little long.
Yeah.
But Jeff's has big tires, and he just right before we left on our last trip, he put the the spare tire back on top of the Jeep with a big rack and everything. Well, because the rack he had on the back was bouncing like this, and he was afraid it would break. So, but it's old. It's gray. It has massive metal bumpers that Jeff has built. So, it's been through some interesting life changes as far as trucks go.
Well, we were living on the farm when I got the Jeep, and the foreman of the farm. This was a 2,000-acre fruit orchards, and the foreman was an international Scout fan, and he was anti-Jeep. And so I got the Jeep, and what did I do? I promptly got it stuck and had to call him to come tow me out in his international Scout.
Julie,
enjoyed.
When you're working on regular paper, that is true. You need to put them on backwards. But if you're working on the Gelli Plate, you put them down right. I mean, like that. Those are right. And she puts them down. Then they look backwards. But when she pulls it off on the Gelli print, then it will be the right way, even though it looks backwards right now.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa, because I was just going to say something to her. And my son took me off-road the other day. I was keep the wheels on the ground, no hills. Well, it wasn't so much keep the wheels on the ground. It was keep the Jeep from falling down the mountain, was how I was feeling. When we were out west, it was constant, like places where we were going to fall off the side of the mountain. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. No. So,
well, I thought I would forge a creek, and I thought the creek was not, I didn't think there was much water in the creek. I put it in 4-wheel drive. Back in the day it was manual. You had to literally get out, lock them in 4-wheel drive.
Lock them.
Hi, Kathy D.
Hi, Kathy D.
And there was a lot of muck and mud and dried leaves, and I was stuck right down to the engine plate, right down to the plate.
Oh dear.
So it took a while to live that down, believe me.
Well, we also have a big giant winch on the front of the Jeep.
That's handy for when you fall out inside.
Yeah, well, or when you get stuck in the mud, you can winch yourself out with a thing. But the other thing is that the rule with the Jeep group is that you don't go off-roading by yourself. So
that's a good rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But they're fun. And I was 9 months pregnant, and I decided I'd go bumping around to try to induce labor, but that didn't really.
Yeah. I would think that it would not, but I'd never know.
At that point, when the due date's come and gone, that's when you get a little desperate. You're willing to do anything to get it. You think you're going to walk around in this condition for the rest of your life, and you're never going to have the child. But you do.
Yes, and then the doctor comes in and says, "Oh, if I'd have known he was that big, I would have taken him last week."
Yes.
I wanted to kill that man.
Oh man, I would not. Oh man, I don't know. That would be infuriating.
Yeah.
There's my flowers.
Oh wait! I want to see.
Oh wow!
I love that. That's still that cranberry wine cranberry?
Well, I used Turner's yellow and folk art, and then that's the yellow in the front. Then right behind it, I used ripe tomato and apple barrel.
Oh.
And then behind that, I used cranberry wine for the red. And then I pulled it off with the Italian sage.
Wow.
That's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous. I like
you can
those
barely see the sage.
Folk art paints. I have some of those. Those are nice.
But I like it. I like the
like
all the layers. So
yeah.
That was fun.
The little fan is really a big help, isn't it?
It's a huge help. It is. Go find one if you can.
Yeah.
It's worth the hunt.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the lookout for them. Now I had looked up.
Because they're blowing Kool-Aid, so you can't. Yeah, 'cause you
Yeah,
can't
it's
use
just
a heat gun.
it's
That's
you
perfect.
can't use your heat gun.
I did it
and
again.
Oh, I could
this
turn.
is just a. Oh, Barbara.
Oh wow, you're having. That's gorgeous.
That's nice.
That
That's-
stencil is really producing some nice stuff.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. I'll have
Make
to
yourself
make
one.
I make a lot of my own stencils.
But I had looked up fans on Amazon, like ones that you could plug into the USB port of your computer.
Yes.
Because I actually have underneath my computer that sits there. I don't know if I can get it out far enough to see it. No, I can't. But I have a cooling fan underneath my computer because this computer's got attitude, and
yeah, mine runs hot. Yeah, mine runs hot.
runs very hot, and I'm terrified I'm going to lose it any day now. But so I keep a cooling fan over here, and I keep a cooling fan in the other room. But they have such short little cords for cooling fans, so I thought I would look up, and you can buy little fans that plug in. And I thought, well, that'll be fine. But they were like $20, and I'm like, oh. And then I'm in the store that day, and they had two of these.
One
So
for
Lisa
you.
got one, and I got one.
And your pal.
Now, the thing is, you got to look in the places you don't expect. They were not in a place I expected them to be. One of the stores has sort of like a teen girl area. It's like all kinds of silly stuff for teeny boppers. Yeah, for teeny bopper stuff. And that was where they were.
Get out. That makes no sense, but that.
Yeah, they had, all kinds of unicorny stuff, and
I mean, I could have seen it if it was in automotive or house.
Thanks, y'all.
No. Oh, it's
sorry,
gorgeous.
I just now noticed you were saying that you liked it. I like it too. I think it turned out good. I'm going to try to do a different kind now. But I'm liking the 3 in front and then pull them off with a.
Yeah.
And
so how are you putting
color.
How are you putting it on? I haven't been paying attention to how you've been putting the stencil down.
I just put the stencil straight down, and then I put my paint on top of it, and then I pull the stencil off and, do it somewhere else.
Okay.
And, yeah. And then I've got this on the Gelli Plate.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to try that after I do this.
And then after I get it dry, I move the stencil to a different place and do it again with a different color.
Right.
And I'm doing my lightest color in front, my darkest color in back, but you could do it just the opposite if you wanted to.
I was going to say either way I think would work.
Yeah.
Got that stencil I made. Let's do that.
One of the things
goodness,
about
it's already 10 after 4.
I know, and that's why I had to stop and talk to Jeffrey, because I didn't know if we needed to go get the Jeep. But he says we'll just not even worry about it today. He said we've got to go out tomorrow, and we'll just take the truck. It needs to be run anyways. My speedometer quit working, so I don't want to take my car very far.
It's always 2 or 3 things, never one thing.
Yeah. Never one thing. The instrument cluster is going out, and I've known it for some time, but they cannot buy a new one. So to fix it means taking it out, and a man that can fix them, but he's like over a month behind on everything he's doing. So
it sounds very labor intensive.
Well, it's an electronic part. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the problem is that the electronics have to be gone through, so it won't be a pleasant bill either.
No.
So, okay, we are going to see if we can pull this off now.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we going to put it on?
Now, Lisa, can I ask you again? Okay, you put the stencil down. Here's my stencil. And now I'm going to put the paint over this.
On top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you what she's doing right now. Let me get.
I will follow.
See, she put the stencil down, and she's running the paint over the stencil.
Okay.
And then I pull the stencil up.
Oh, okay. That okay. Then you get like a ghosty thing on that side, like a like
Yeah. So you get, two for
you
two
get a
for
two
one.
one's intense and one's not.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll let this dry and do another color. And I'm just doing 3, but you could do however many you want.
See, that's what I never think to let it dry. That's where I always,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
let it
let them
dry.
dry.
that's where I goof up.
Because it'll just smear if you don't.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have noticed that. At least I've noticed that. Okay. All righty. All right. I'm going to try that. I've got some
Okay.
copper here. I don't know if I want to do that stencil on the copper. Oh, what the heck.
So is this a
Okay.
trick that you all use? This is Murphy's oil with water.
Oh,
Okay, so you're actually putting Murphy's oil soap on your plate?
No, I'm cleaning my hands off.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I thought that somebody I saw said not to do Murphy's oil soap. Now, I'm not going to say that for sure.
I have washed my plate with Murphy's oil soap. Works fine.
Yes,
Okay.
I've seen several people say that they put it in a sink full of soapy water with Murphy's oil soap.
Yeah.
Murphy's oil
Yeah.
soap? Okay, well, then it probably is just fine.
it's
But I
diluted.
just have
in
that little spray bottle here on my hand for my hands and for paintbrushes and things.
That's a good idea for a quick cleanup. I like that.
Yep.
Stupid.
Okay,
about as
we're going to
far as
hope
I
it
go.
works this
Yeah,
time.
that wasn't supposed to be here.
I think I must put too much paint on because it takes forever to dry. Yes, sometimes it does.
Hi,
Um,
Linda. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Linda, hon. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Linda. Be well.
She got to go climb the stairs again.
Oh,
No. Climbing
bet
the
that's
stairs
not
again.
fun.
Oh,
no.
Linda
Yes,
just got her
that's correct.
knees done, right?
No, she had a hip replacement. Okay, so
Hip replacement. Oy.
yeah, it did not come up with that black paint.
It didn't come up with the black paint. Now you've got black
Nope.
paint all over there.
Yep.
Black paint is weird, isn't it? Black paint isn't what you think it is.
Well,
why
now
I-
this
yeah.
one is kind of cool, but
Yeah,
it's
you
very
think
dark.
so.
It is.
I think Jesso's.
Let me see here.
So, Tanya, did you ever pull the print with the numbers or letters on it?
Well, that's what I was trying to just pull. See here, there's some on there.
Okay, that's right there. I see. So look at Julie.
So-
Are you there? Look at that. Show that to
Yeah.
Julie. See,
See
it
the
comes out
numbers?
right side up.
Yep.
On the Gelli Plate, when it's right side up on the stamp that you made for the Gelli Plate, it'll be right side up on the print. Yeah, you see a 7 and a 10 and a looks like an M and a.
So I'm going to try one more time. Yeah, I see the 7. Yeah. I'm going to do just a little bit of this and that and try to pull this stuff off of here.
Yeah,
because,
really light coat, and that should pull.
Well, that's what I tried to do with the black, but it just didn't seem to want to. Maybe I'm getting too much. I don't know.
I let this dry.
Well,
and put the next
your
color.
temperature in your environment is something, and how much air there is something, and
That's true, and it's been
see-
hot in here today,
I'm
and
getting fan going, so.
I just had to ask Jeff to turn the air conditioner on, which means that is going to change what things are going on. So, okay, let's see here. We're going to put this part.
So I let this dry. Is that correct?
Do what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was off of here. And asking a question.
Yes, let that dry.
Okay.
And then put your next one on and let it dry, and the next one on and let it dry, and then something to cover, to pull it off with.
Oh, wow.
At least I'm doing 3.
Okay.
You don't
all
have
right.
to do 3. You could just do 1, but you still need to let it dry before you put the next coat.
Okay.
No, Julie, with a stencil, you need to put it on backwards. Okay, so with a stencil, you put the stencil on backwards. Otherwise, that when you pick it up, it's the wrong way around.
That reminds me, I'm going to do that right now because I want to do that.
Okay, so this time oh yeah, that
is dry.
That worked pretty well. It's not quite as many colors as I would have liked. You see the numbers are in the background of it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's not really pretty, but it's all right.
I like
it worked. Okay, this one is probably going to be better. It's very grungy and very like alley. It looks like an alley. That's what I wanted. Was it to look like an alley? Okay.
And now you don't add another stencil. I'm just adding another layer of color.
Well, if you want it to look just like that with a colored background, yes, just put color all over the top. The way I'm doing it, I'm putting the stencil on 3 different times.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I have to let it dry in between each one.
Okay.
But if you just want it on there once, then yeah, just put your solid color on after that dries.
But now I can put another color on this because this is dry now.
Yeah.
But I don't have to put the stencil down. I don't know why I'm not understanding this. I just put another color.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Do you want that to be the focus and just a colored background? If that's what you want, then don't put a stencil down. Just put some paint down and pull it off.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just being rather dense. I apologize. I got it.
No, it's okay.
No.
It's just
All right.
you have to, it depends on what you want.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put Pearl Archaic Blue. Put it on there.
Okay, Julie.
Okay.
Are you watching, Julie? See this? Can you read those?
Wait
Oh my!
just a minute. Let me make you big. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna leave you you, Barbara, for a few minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down on my jelly plate, but I'm gonna flip it over and put paint on it.
Did that
So then we will.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it on this one. So bigger. Okay. Not very much paint.
Oh, Willie, get off that. Oh, wow.
Pull this up. This is not going to show very well, but it'll show a little maybe.
Do I let this dry now a little bit?
Not if that's what you want your total thing to be.
All right. I'm just going to pull it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only dry between layers.
Gotcha.
The layer
And
you use
Myra,
to pull
just
it off,
pull
you
that
go ahead.
Up so that it reads correctly. So it depends on whether it is a stamp or a stencil. If it's a stamp, then it has to be. It's right side. It reads right on the stamp, and then when you turn it upside down, oh, that's so pretty, Lisa. Hold on just a minute.
That's
Turns
beautiful.
upside down, it's backwards on the jelly plate. But if it is a stencil, it is the other way around. Oh, that is just
That is
yummy,
gorgeous.
yummy, yummy.
That is gorgeous, Lisa. Gorgeous.
Lisa, you're having some outstanding pulls today. Jeez. Those are
Beautiful.
great color combinations.
I'm having lots of
Yes.
fun.
That's what matters, especially since you had a headache. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Okay.
it's kind of easing up.
Well, it's definitely not getting worse, which is good because last night it got worse when I was on.
Oh,
So it's not doing that today. So I'm glad.
yeah. And your elbow's doing okay?
Um, it's doing okay right now. I'm being real careful with it. So
Okay.
okay, this time I'm gonna do different kinds of leaves with these little flowers in the foreground.
Oh, okay.
In the foreground or the background?
In the foreground.
Oh, that's right, because that'll be the first layer you put down.
Yeah, the first layer you put down
Right.
is the top layer when you pull it up.
Mhm.
Everything else comes out behind that.
Well, and I'll tell you the thickness of your stencil makes a little bit of difference because the stencil that I'm using right this second, Gook and fingers. Yeah, we have Gook everywhere.
Okay.
The stencil I'm using did not pull up off my plate real clean that way. So it does make a difference. Excuse me.
Chocolate? You know, I have to tell you, I'm looking at the ones I did with the black gesso, and I'm liking that. I don't know.
Well, that's what you go back and play for with. I'm leaving
it's
Lisa
flat
up for a minute.
It's a flat black, but it's pretty. All right. Alrighty.
I'm inking this with archival ink at this point. Oh, you can't see me, but that's what I'm doing.
No.
That's gutsy.
That's okay. Just telling you.
It's neater.
There you go.
It's neater.
And Cindy's got glue on her fingers.
Okay, just inking with archival.
Here,
And then I'm going to let that dry. Because I didn't get a good enough print on my
Rory
my
Marie
page.
Jenkins has her group, you know, the Village of Painted Hands.
That black gets everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
That's a Sean Petit stencil, isn't it, Barb? It looks like a Sean
Oh,
Petit.
it may be.
I like her stencils. I like her, and I once in a while I buy her stencils, or I actually make stencils kind of copied from her stencils. But shh, don't tell anybody.
See if I can see a name on it anymore.
Okay, we're going to try that again, see what happens. But with a different.
I don't think she's got a name on her stencils, honestly, because I've got a.
I don't think there's a name on this one anyway.
And the other one is Patty Tully. I like Patty's stuff too.
Yeah, I like
Patty's
hers
stuff
too.
Can't afford them very often, but sometimes she has a good sale, and that's when I can buy them.
Right. I would love to. I would love to subscribe to Stencil Girl, but I can't. That's $25 a month. Is a little steep.
Yeah, I can't.
I know you get a lot. You get a lot, you know, but I don't. If I were more dedicated to using stencils, but I'm not. I forget. Honestly, I forget that I have them, or I forget to use them.
Bigger, bolder stencils, Lisa, I think will work better. This one's got some tiny holes in it, and it's not working very well.
And thicker paint.
Well,
I used a thin purple on this one, and it didn't coat it very well in there.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is this stencil is really kind of thick. It's one of the cheap Dollar Tree stencils, but it's a thick one. I think it's a cheap Dollar Tree stencil anyways. But it's not letting the paint really go into the onto
and
the
I don't know
very
for
well.
sure what this is, Julie, but it looks a lot like yucca flowers.
What? No, that's they call it something lantern. I don't think that's.
Well,
I don't
the
think
yucca
that's,
flowers hang down like that too, and
Yeah.
they're got a bunch of, they're in that kind of similar shape.
Yeah, those usually they will turn. They're orange.
Ah, okay.
When you said
Mine are
yucca,
purple.
okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
can't remember. Uh, I can't remember what they call that plant, but it is
You
it
think
is a
it's
pretty
something
plant.
lantern?
Yeah, I think it's a Chinese lantern or something like that.
Do you guys ever use alcohol ink on your pencils? I mean, on your
On your plate?
Yeah.
I have not, but I know Barbara and Lisa, I think, both have.
I do. I mean, I'm using
Yeah.
archival ink right now.
Yeah, but the alcohol ink is much more liquidy.
Yeah. It's really fun to do with stencils, though.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yucca or Chinese
Yeah, it
lantern.
is.
I think that Helen says Chinese lantern. Well, it depends on how you use them, Julie. If you have a thick stencil and if you put your, I'll do it in a few minutes, but if you put your paint on the Gelli Plate and then you use like deli paper to pick up what's in the stencil, then it gives a different look, but it does work pretty well. Helen says it's Chinese lantern, so is Cindy. So yucca is a different plant than Chinese lantern, Julie.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very different plant.
But they do have sprigs that come up with flowers that just droop
That
like that.
droop down, yes.
Yucca is a desert plant. I don't know about
Yeah.
a Chinese lantern.
They actually go
like-
here real well.
But you
Yeah,
can
that's
see
not
it.
pretty.
What the yucca
That's
plant where
pretty.
you eat the root, you eat the yucca, I mean the root of the yucca plant? Is that the same yucca?
Well,
Is it cassava flower? There's a certain kind of flower they get from the root of the yucca plant, but I'm not sure what it's called.
I don't
But there
think
is.
it's
Maybe
cassava.
is that arrowroot, or I'm not sure. There is
I don't
one.
know, but you can eat the flowers. They make a candy out of the flowers.
No, wow.
Let me think. If I remember, isn't yucca what they make tequila out of?
No, that's agave.
That's agave. Yes, you're right. That's agave.
The yucca flowers are so pretty and delicate and white. It's
Mhm.
funny to see them and then see, once the flowers are all gone and the stalks come up and those big pods come out, it doesn't look dainty at all.
No, it doesn't.
So it's
Uh-uh.
really a fun plant because it's got so many different textures.
I have birds of paradise blooming in my front yard right now. I got to take some pictures of them because those are real pretty.
Okay, we're going to pull this up and see what happens. We're going to hope we're going to pull it up and see what happens.
Show yours.
Me?
Yeah.
Just a minute. I have two different, I used the same stencil twice like Lisa's doing. And I have purple ones down and I have the teal ones down, but that doesn't mean anything's going to come of it. We're going to see.
Now let's be a little bit more positive. Come on.
Well, I don't know. My jelly printing day is not, that
Mine has been awful, but that's okay.
that paint's not going to pull anything up.
A little thin.
Well, it's almost watered down. It's
Yeah, that's what happened with my black paint when I went to shake it. It sounds like water. Listen to it.
yeah, we're going to have to mix two pinks together and hope that works. That's not my favorite. This is not my favorite paint, but it's at least got some body to it. I'll mix it together right there. See. Okay.
Ooh, that has potential.
Yeah. A nice color.
All right. Let's see here.
potential.
Very
Oh.
pretty colors of paint. Thank you, Brenda.
Okay.
We'll see.
It's gold.
Them gold in them there hills.
Oh, well, it's prettier than I thought.
Oh. Nice.
See?
That came out pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is wonderful. That is quite lovely.
Yep, I'm happy.
I'm gonna add paint to
The
that.
big thing is to let the paint layers dry in between. That's the big thing.
I keep on telling myself, patience, little grasshopper, patience.
Yes, must have patience.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to try. I have this other Dollar Tree stencil with these feathers on it. I think we will try Lisa's technique of the different layers, but with Barbara's technique of the
Barbara, how did your acrylic ink come out?
My acrylic ink.
The
You
archival.
mean my archival ink?
Yes, archival.
This is it so far.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
minute. Let me get her big.
So you did something over
I
the
put-
top of it.
Yeah, I put another layer over it. Let's see
Okay.
which
All
way-
right.
Which way is up?
Cool.
Cindy says she bought the glue and the glue one.
Oh,
Thank you,
sorry,
Brenda.
Cindy.
And thank you, Cindy. I'm going to use Barbara's idea of using the archival ink. So what I was doing was making
yay.
sure that I didn't have any wet paint on here because I don't want paint on my ink pads.
I'm going to
You
use
know how that could, mess things up.
distress paint, crackling campfire.
And this stencil is very clean, so
Yeah, looks like it's never been used.
it probably hasn't been used. So we're just gonna try it
Clean stencils.
right here. Yeah, nice clean stencil.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens.
That's the way I like it.
I guess what I could do is use my little dauber thing instead of my pad, and that way, if I ruined it, I'd be ruining the dauber and not my pad.
That's a pretty
There you go.
smart. Yeah, that's a good.
But not only that, it gets the ink in there better, honestly.
Sure, it does.
It does.
Yeah. So, okay. So we have one right there.
Ooh,
Okay,
there's a pretty background. Very pale.
We gotta let that get dry. Because I can't lay the stencil on top of it if it's not dry, right?
True.
That's
Unless you want the stencil to pull off some of it, because it will.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want the stencil to pull off some of it.
I like that.
Not only that, we were destined to have these little purple fans, Lisa, because one of my colors in my studio is purple, so I had to buy a purple fan. That was the only color they had, so
Well, you know what the predominant
Right.
color in my studio is, right?
No.
There's not one.
Very good
There is
answer.
nothing. There is nothing
Good answer.
aesthetically.
Distinguishable.
Well, yeah, it's like a hodgepodge of everything.
Okay.
I've got every different kind of thing that you can find at the thrift store to put in and organize stuff on. So there's
Well,
not a theme unless it's
my
early garage sale.
My furniture and things were all early garage sale, but my sweet husband, well, I shouldn't say, he painted my map drawers and he painted I have some library type drawers. They're metal.
Uh-huh.
He painted those things for me, but I painted all my tables and my fans. Let me see if I can get this to look at the fan. Just a minute. Let me. Oh, no, no, no. That's not going to go up there. Let me see. No, no, doesn't, not going to do it. Not going to do it. But see that container, that one right there is painted turquoise. That table over there is painted turquoise. I'm all upside down, just so y'all know.
But,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So all that stuff
I'm
is
getting
painted
dizzy.
turquoise. Okay, I won't do it anymore, Barbara. All that stuff is painted turquoise and black, and then there's lime green to go with it.
it's the Blair
I
Witch
haven't.
Project.
What?
No, I'm just talking about. Remember the Blair Witch Project, the movie that the kids made. That
Mm-hmm.
was a handheld camera, and they ended up making a ridiculous amount of money. But
Oh yes.
everyone got seasick watching it.
Thank you, Brenda. Okay, so I got one
Just making
feather. So now we're going to put down another feather, but I'm going to do the same color. Let's see if this, nope. It takes a while for this archival ink to dry on this pad.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Barbara, did you tell me you've used StazOn on this pad?
I have used StazOn. I've used StazOn. I've used Archival. I've used
I've never used StazOn. Is it? I mean, I see a lot
alcohol
of
markers.
Yeah.
You can doodle with alcohol markers, you guys, and then do a pickup print with a paint. Heck, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to doodle some of these circles that are left with alcohol markers.
And I'm just making a bloody mess here. That's all I'm doing.
If I can find them. Or Posca markers. You can doodle with Posca markers.
Yeah, I knew you could use your Posca pens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Posca. That's a great crafting investment with the pasta pens. I think we can do.
This is one thing though, making these prints like this where you have to have every layer get dry, they take forever.
It does. It takes forever. Yep.
It's like, oh my goodness.
So these are alcohol markers.
Okay, Barbara's going to put alcohol markers on hers. Let me see where this is at.
My little lady.
And that takes more than forever, so don't make me big.
Oh, that takes more than forever? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those are just like a Sharpie marker, aren't they?
They are Sharpie markers, yeah.
Okay.
Except they're the Winco markers. Be careful you don't poke through the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful you don't poke. Oh, Lisa, that's turning out really pretty.
Lisa's over there making art, and I'm just screwing around.
Well, that's how I feel today.
Lisa, yeah, I'm not making anything but a mess. That's for sure.
Well, you're getting some really pretty grunge on your plate, Ann.
I am. I've got metallic. I've got acrylic. I've got distress ink. A little bit of everything.
There you go. Go for it.
4:31. Is everybody still okay, Julie? Thank you. I had begun to wonder if anybody was still here. It had been 7 minutes since anybody spoke.
I was wondering the same thing, and then Julie popped up and helped us out.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so now we're going to do a blue one.
I can't see on my thing. I don't know. I can't tell how many people are here. Can you see that on your screen? Because it doesn't show on mine. I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't show on yours. We have 30 people here.
Wow, that is impressive. Thank you, people.
Okay, we're going to do a different feather of the different color, just because that way they're not all the same. Let's see. I think,
A different feather.
yeah, I think that we want a different feather. We don't want them to be all the same, you know.
Is
Oh,
that
I'm
one
afraid.
of those rotating stencils from the Dollar Tree?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I just took the cardboard off because
Oh.
that cardboard piece was, you know, if I need to mask it, I can mask it with something, but that cardboard piece was a pain.
Yeah, I should take mine
So,
off.
These work
Um,
much better
mine
if you
off
kind of
too.
do them on the side.
I wouldn't doubt it because they're, you know, you're drawing on something that's not really paper. So
Right.
okay, it's there. It's barely there. We'll see if it's gonna pull up. We don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
How's your dad doing, Julie?
I saw earlier that he did pretty well with the surgery. Hi, Mona.
Oh, praise the
Mona's-
Lord. I'm so happy.
I don't know if that's, you know, if it's changed, but I'm here crocheting like mad. My daughter is having her baby early. Uh-oh. Well, then you best get back to work. Did y'all know it's going on 5 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get off after this
No, look
school.
at that.
Yeah. I've got to make dinner and make beads tonight, so.
Yep. What's going on
Well, just
here?
be that way.
Yeah, I know.
20 to 6.
I tell you, time goes by fast when you're gelling. That's all I gotta say.
That's
Chilling
true.
and chilling, gelling and chilling, chilling.
Uh-huh.
Well, then I better pull this one. I'll let it
It's
dry.
so much fun to be talking to folks, you know.
Yep.
It is, isn't it?
Yes. You know, we have those. Becky has her craft room, and I
Okay, well,
have.
we're going to continue to pray, Julie.
Yes, we are.
Okay, let it dry. Let it dry. Then pull it. That'll be enough.
Barbara needs another
Oh,
trip
it's
to
good.
Dollar Tree to look for a fan,
That could
don't
be
you?
that could be a new crafter. Instead of let it be, it could be let it dry, and we could probably.
Let
I've
it
got
dry.
a fan here. I need to add a little bit of black. Because what would it be without black? And I'll turn on my little fan.
Now, I went to the dermatologist today because I've never been, and I thought I should probably go just to have a
Yep. Mm-hmm.
very nice, very wonderful. You know, it was great, and I had like this little
Turn on the
on the
fan.
seat with the exact. She said, "Let it be," and I immediately started humming the Beatles song, "Let It Be."
Yeah, Jeff goes once a year. My mom goes once a year.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been, and I really thought, you know, I should go. And that was it. That's the only thing. And again, I have an appointment to see her next year. Especially living in Florida, even though I used to be one of those diehard sunbathers. When I was a kid, it was baby oil with a drop of iodine, and we would literally fry in the sun.
Okay,
Right.
and I've never liked that. I've never enjoyed sitting in the sun. So, but you know, I have a pretty good tan right now. Just so
Right.
y'all know, this is a tan for me. You should see
Uh-huh.
Jeff. He's got the brownest arms. He's got, you know, that farmer's tan.
Redneck.
Okay.
That's where the redneck comes
Hair
from.
on there.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to try this. I don't know how well it's going to work. We'll see. Okay, but what color are we going to put
rocking it today? My gosh.
I think we're going to try some lime green.
I love it.
Let me see.
Lisa is
Oh, wait just a minute. Let me get her big.
Oh, look at.
Lisa.
Oh,
That is just
you
gorgeous.
pulled that with copper. That's gorgeous.
That is amazing. What a beautiful combination.
I like it. I'm
That
happy.
is beautiful.
That is gorgeous. That is just wonderful. Since I'm going to pull this one, and I'm going to
Yes, Teresa, thanks for reminding me. That's not black and white, she said, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I know, but it's like, okay, well, the black and white just didn't do it for us. Lisa, do you want to gather up your prints while you're big, and I will leave you big so that you can show off what you did today?
Yes.
Okay.
So y'all got to look at this real quick while she's gathering.
Okay, wait just a minute.
Show and tell.
Ooh, that's really cool,
Oh,
Barbara.
that's
This is
adorable.
the alcohol markers.
Uh-huh.
And
I
what's
can
the
see some-
beige? What's the beigey background?
Titanium, unbleached titanium.
And you put that down after you did the markers.
Yeah, you use
Okay.
the titanium for the pickup print.
To pick it up.
That is adorable. See, that would make a great card. You cut that up and make a beautiful
Yeah, it would.
card.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it's got more stuff on there, so it'll pull up another one.
Barbara, do
All
you
right.
want to gather
That's
yours
good.
while Lisa?
Yeah, I'll gather mine.
Are those like Coptic markers? Are those alcohol markers? Coptic.
Coptic are alcohol markers, but these were less expensive ones. Annie, you want to pull up your, put together your, gather your
Hey,
prints.
Teresa, I did do some black and white.
Okay. Gosh, I just don't know where to start. There's just so many that are outstanding, Mom.
That one was the first one I did, and I was like, I'm not going to like black and white, but I did get some I like. And then I decided that I didn't want to do black and white anymore. This is the stamp off prints, and so are these, but they're perfectly usable.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a stamp off on top of a roll off page, and I really like those. And that is what rolled off my brayer.
Yeah, I love
That was
that.
really cool, Lisa. Oh, look
And
at
that's
that.
another stamp off page.
Wow.
And this is some more where it rolled off the brayer. I just think that's so fun.
That is cool.
Okay.
And the award goes to.
And then
Oh,
I
wow.
got this roll off page with some more stamp off.
I love that one. I want that one.
And then
First
these
dibs.
are the ones I like the best, though, because they're not black and
Yes.
white.
Oh my God.
This is the one I just
See,
did.
I would frame that. That's frameable.
All of these are. That's gorgeous. I love the pink one.
That's just beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
Those are wonderful, Lisa. What a great
Thank
technique. I'm going to do some of that after we get off.
Some days are
it's
better
it's
than
pretty
others.
easy to do on a little jelly plate because you're not trying to dry this huge
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And the other thing is that if you're using a brayer to put your ink down, having that rectangular stencil does help, because I was going on this circle one that I did, I was going off the edges, which is not a big deal on my print,
Right.
but at the same time, it was a little distracting. I couldn't move the print off the plate too far,
Yeah, yeah. Thank
So-
y'all. Well,
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed it.
Gorgeous.
Okay, are you ready, Barbara?
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just cleaning my
Clean-
stamp.
Cleaning
This
up
was
first?
the accident. The accident I kept trying to copy and do again.
I mean,
So this is one of the do agains that I ended up liking, and this was just a print of it. This was the
Oh,
bubbles
okay.
on top of the stencil.
Oh, I can see the script behind that. That's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
And on that, it's almost
This-
like coffee dyed paper. It's real cool.
Yeah.
yeah. On that coffee dyed paper, yeah, or whatever. It's not really, but yeah. This
Yeah.
is a pickup print I did with that hammered copper from Target. You can
That's a pretty color.
barely. It's a pretty. You can barely see the bubbles in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Yep.
And this was just. I don't know. It never got anywhere, but I also like it. This was just a background. This was one of the ones that I really like.
I love that one.
Yeah, I like that. I love that's that stencil that you made. You really, I love that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the
that
GD
stencil's.
stuff. Yeah.
This was a a stamp thingy that I made,
Yes.
like Tanya was making the other day with the fun foam.
Oh, I
Use more of my
should've used those. I
leaves.
got a whole bunch
Here's
of
where you use the wrong side of the stencil.
So it's a leaf with little legs.
That's where I had to fix my leaves. This I really love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's beautiful. They're all pretty, but I really like that one. And I love the leaf
I
ones
might need
too.
to make a book with these pages in it folded.
Oh,
in
it does
half.
look
That
like
would be
the end
nice.
papers in a book. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. Some more of my leaves.
Leaves.
Another messy one that didn't. I
Do
don't
you
know.
see
what
that,
it-
you know that
it
thing
doesn't
that you
matter.
have in the middle on that other one? I made a stamp that's just like that. It's weird that you made a stamp just like that. The one you just had
Like
up.
what?
The paper
Oh,
that
this
you
one? This one?
that one. Yeah, that one. See what you have in the middle?
Yeah.
I'm pointing and you can't.
Oh, yeah, like that. Yeah.
I have one. I made one just almost exactly like that out of foam. A couple of
And this
years
was
ago.
from the coffee thingy. And then
I
this
love
was the
that
last
one.
one I made.
I want to do that. I'm going to make one of those when I clean my plate
Alcohol. This was the alcohol markers
with the
and a pickup print.
That's pretty
Like-
cool.
That's it, girls. This was great
Lovely,
fun. I loved
lovely.
every minute.
yes.
Okay, Miss Ann, you're up.
Oh dear. All right, here we go. Now, this is
I want to see that last one you pulled, Dan, with the copper boxes on it.
Oh yeah, that's a stencil that I had made. This is
Did that work?
yes, I think I'll show. Yeah,
Thank you,
This is-
Brenda.
this is black gesso on a sheet that I had. So that's kind of like from a long time ago. But that's some copper. That's some copper that I had. This is my black gesso with. It's got a hand foamy in there, but you can barely see it, but it's in there. You kind of look. Here's my white gesso and black gesso on a previously.
Whoa. Love that.
Here is my copper. This is
There's-
the stencil with the.
See,
purple.
that's how it works. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that came out good. And here's some more black gesso and white gesso. Here is what normally my stencils look like, which is pretty yucky. But anyway, and here's another. I really like the black gesso. I think it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. This is two foamies and my stencil. And
I
I
like
cool.
that too.
I waited so I could cut that next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's some more of that metallic and more of the copper. I'm not sure. Here's my
I
Halloween.
like that stencil you made. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Here's my Halloween. Yeah, that stencil was easy. I just cut out a bunch of squares and circles. Did that for a reason, but I kind of like it.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Julie.
And this
Thank
is
you, Cindy.
I made this. This is a lady. I made these lady stencils. They didn't come out too good here. But
Oh yes. No,
But
I saw your lady
I see
stencils.
the lady.
here's
I
the
do
stencil. Yeah, here's the
Yeah.
stencil.
Yeah, cool.
But and then this was that.
Play with her some more. You'll like that.
Yeah, And this is that flower stencil that I only did once. That I really need to go back because I like the
Oh.
stencil.
Yes, because that's beautiful.
And that's a Sean Petit stencil. This is the stencil.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Helen is right. You've got some great pages for collage, which is
I do.
Good.
Yeah, I do. I don't. Yes, I do.
and on that tissue paper like that, it'll be fabulous.
Yes. And that's it.
So,
How
It's
fun,
amazing.
Anne. You did
Well, thank
great.
you, ladies. Thank you. It was
Love
fun.
it. Love it. Now we want to see what you do with them.
yeah.
I have.
Oh, yes, I love those.
Yeah, I like the two.
So
Here we go. Take it away, Miss
yeah.
Lisa. Woohoo!
this is the little bit of black and white I did because I was just so not into the black and white for some reason. My birds have a little bit of purple in them. They're upside down. I didn't realize my birds were flying upside down. But that stencil worked really well on the Gelli Plate. It's covered with paint now, but that's okay. I don't care.
Make it stronger.
Yeah. The thing of it is that the thinner stencils do work better with their smaller designs. When you get these thicker stencils and it's a small design,
It's really hard.
getting paint through it doesn't always work right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so now one of the things you can do is put the paint on your Gelli Plate, put this down, and then use deli paper to pick stuff up because that will usually go in your little holes. But I didn't get any.
But you have to work at it.
Yeah, you do have to work at it. So the thinner stencils are nice, and the fact that those little green thin stencils worked, I was real pleased because I was a little afraid they were a little thin.
And those are the Dollar Tree ones, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dollar Tree's got a bunch of different colored stencils now. They have these thicker plastic clear ones like this.
They have those, and those are thick. Those are on the thick side.
Yeah, these are on the thick side. They have a nice new blue color stencil that is on the medium side. They have these green stencils that are thin. Give me just a minute. That one's going to get stuck together. They have, just a minute. Let me find them. I thought they were right here. Yeah, they're right here. Oh, I'm having an avalanche. Nope, that's not them. I may have fibbed to you. Oh, yeah, I think I fibbed to you. They have some new turquoisey blue stencils that are small that are really kind of nice. I kind of like them, and they must be somewhere else. They just be careful because some of the stencils, this one is marked stencil sheet. Then they have these ones marked flexible stencils. They're cool, but you don't be careful because they have some that are marked self-sticking or something like that.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. You don't want
Okay,
those.
and those self-stick ones are awful. They stick to themselves. They stick to the plate. They stick to your paper. They're horrible. So be careful. Don't get the ones that are sticky. The flexible ones were really nice, though. I used a couple of them while I was gone off on my trip because that's where I found them when I was gone off.
Putting
And
them on.
the flexible ones are a blue. They're kind of this color. They're kind of this blue color, but they're square like this. So
Back and
you
check
know.
it out. It's amazing how different the Dollar Trees are in terms of what
Yeah.
they can
Oh
do.
yeah. You
Well,
never know.
yeah,
Even
my Dollar Tree, mine doesn't have any of those stencils, Tanya. I was so disappointed.
Oh, see, and most of the stencils, the Dollar Trees that I have come across recently have had some stencils, just not very many. Even the little I got stencils, several stencils at the Dollar Tree in Red Bay, Alabama. Now, if you think that's not the place to get something, that is the smallest Dollar Tree I've ever seen.
I was going to say that kind of does sound like as far out of the way as it probably is.
Yeah, it's Red Bay, Alabama has nothing. Well, first off, it's a dry county, so they don't even have a bar. Restaurants are almost non-existent unless you want fast food. There's only a couple of restaurants, one of which is, I think, pizza, and one of which is I think it's now Mexican.
Mexican, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd Mexican restaurant. We didn't eat in it. You really have to go out of town to get food. So now you guys, I don't know that you can see. There are layers and there are things in there, but that's just so dark that, it's going to take a lot to go over it. This is my favorite thing.
I like those.
Yeah, this is my favorite thing from the whole day was this pull.
It's like,
it
looks like the
love it.
Yeah, and you can see the numbers in it. See how the numbers are back there?
Oh,
and
yeah.
They are in there.
I imagine that a wall like that in Florence, Italy, back in the back.
And that's what I was going for, was that old wall kind of look. But this one is better, but it still has too much black. But it can be added to. So, and this is the wasn't nothing was working part. This one came out really pretty. I love how it almost looks like it's divided in half.
It does. It looks like line right down
kind
the
of
middle.
like the one side of the earth and the others, like the moon and whatnot comes on there. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Helen. Anyways, I like that one. This is just like I tried to pull
I love
stuff
that
off.
one too.
I pulled the stuff off with a print that it was already printed on. So that one really kind of came out kind of nice. This is just, more of the black and yucky.
Pretty.
This one
Pretty
is,
though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's still not quite what I wanted. This one's pretty nice. It's got more color on it than you can see, I think.
I think that would make a great background.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna mess with it because I think I'm gonna call it done. And then right before I finished, I did pull the feathers with the using the ink. That I used the ink to pull the feathers off. I didn't think about the fact that the purple and the lime green paint that I was using was going to make it brown. I should have thought more carefully about that, but that's all right. I'm okay with it.
Just think sepia.
Yeah.
There you go. Very good. Yeah, absolutely.
And that will make an interesting iCAD.
Absolutely.
I don't know where my iCADs went to, but it ought to be just about the right size, and then I have to doodle on it. So I don't know if I want to doodle on that one or not. So
you don't have
we'll
to.
See.
Yeah.
Oh,
it came out good.
You could just highlight it and do a little doodling around it.
Yes, and that may be what I do. The Tuscany old wall, yes, that's kind of what I was wanting, but I wasn't getting it. So I think my plate is going to get a cleaning and a mineral oil. But like Lisa said, when you mineral oil, I'm sorry, Ann?
You're going to get the full spa treatment.
Yeah, when you mineral oil it, you wanna really put it on there and let it sit. And then I was amazed how much it soaked into the plate.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never even had to wipe it off. It always completely soaks in.
Right.
Yeah.
And
if you leave it overnight.
I left it overnight and came back and did it again the next day because it had just soaked away. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just I probably see if any of this comes off with tape, which it probably won't because this tape is probably.
And it doesn't affect using it. I guess, when you use it after the oil treatment, the paint doesn't beat up or act funny because it's been oiled.
No, you would never know you did anything. It's better if anything.
Yeah, it really behaved a lot better now. And the other thing is that my plate is old. When did we start our channels, Lisa?
January of 2018.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Me
bought
either.
the plate for my birthday in 2018, which is March. So so that's how old the plate is. It's 3 years old. Is that
And it's
right?
probably been used a lot. Yeah.
It's been used a lot, and I don't clean it often. I have only mineral oiled it one time, and that was about 6 months ago when Lisa and I were talking about it. So, um,
Try that.
but and I have not used the back side of my plate at all. It's all clean and pretty.
Yeah.
Oh,
See how
Wow.
shiny and pretty it is back there?
yeah.
I'm on my
So-
second plate because I didn't store my first plate correctly according to the directions. So I cut that one up and made little pieces out of the and now I haven't.
Okay, so what's the directions for storing it? Because I probably don't store mine correctly either.
Well, I didn't know, but you're supposed to remove the protective thin plastic things, remove them completely. Which I only could manage to make myself remove one of them. And you're supposed to keep it in its clamshell, and you're supposed to store it straight up, not lay it down flat. You're supposed to store it like straight up, like in a bookcase.
And I don't do any of that.
Okay,
Well, I
and,
didn't do any of that, and I
Oh, I
I
don't
do
either.
take the plastic off, but I put it on glass and I store it flat with just the
well,
piece laying on top of it.
and I put my little
I
piece of
leave the plastic
back.
on.
I know.
Yeah, I put my little plastic back on, put it in the clamshell, and it does stand up straight.
Yes.
Because it's between two table legs down there.
Yeah, I think standing up. Well, I ended up with massive bubbles in it, and I couldn't get rid of the bubbles. You know
And Barbara stores hers in the box. So see,
But as long as there's nothing
And
on top of it.
I leave them flat.
yeah.
Yeah,
leave 'em
I leave
flat
them flat,
in
but I
the-
don't
in
put
the
anything
little-
on top of them.
Yeah,
In
I
the
had
plastic.
stuff on it, but so I bought another one.
So there's my 8x10 down there. That's just a piece of wax paper on the top.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just read the directions. I mean, I hadn't read them before, and
Yeah.
figured I would follow them. And but I couldn't. I left one of the plastic things on. But it says,
Okay, guys.
It is. I'm not making that. Cleaning your plate can be done easily with mild soap and water, baby wipes, and sanitize. Pat dry. For best results, remove instructional insert and the clear firm film from both sides of the gel plate and store upright in the original packaging. Avoid stacking items on top of the plate that could be permanently bar the sensitive gel surface. So.
Upright.
Well, we gotta go, guys.
All righty. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
for inviting us over to
Bye-bye,
your house.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming, for having
Well,
us
and
tonight.
thanks-
This was
Yeah, thanks so much, guys, for
Good.
coming to play with me. I'm going to end the broadcast. Bye, everyone in chat. Love you all. Thanks for coming.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.